on the mound for the Miners, wearing number 27, by way of Biggs, California, and Delta Community.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Matsu Miners 2021 season contest between the Anchorage Adult League. I'm Sean Neef, and I'm going to be joined by a cast of characters today. We'll have players in the booth, Coach Tyler Brunn, and of course, Reese Landon, my broadcasting partner, is actually PAing today. But we are going to start with the national anthem, and I'll be right back with your starting lineups for both sides. So be sure to stay tuned. And we are back here at Herman Brothers Field. We are back here at Herman Brothers Field, and as I had said before, it's a special night for the Miners. It's a bit of out-of-league play for the team. After a long winning streak, tonight they get to enjoy some festivities against the Anchorage Adult League, and we are in for a few treats, to say the least. This Miners team obviously has a lot of talent, but we are going to be seeing names all over the field tonight. Starting lineup for the Miners tonight, Lance Santerre on the mound, but if you take a look around him, some unfamiliar faces. Holden Breeze is back at short, but Tyler Wilson's in third in the hot corner. Jared Sweeney is also taking over his first duties at first base, and at second, Sam Thompson, somebody who we expect to be moving a lot around the diamond a lot tonight. He's just in his first position. We have plenty more for him. For the outfield, we have pitcher Evan Wolf starting in left field. It's going to be new addition Patrick Donovan in center field, and in right is Ricky Nunez. DHing for today, everyone knows him by Willie Day, but it's Will Johnston coming into the batter's box. He'll be batting out of the 8-hole today. For the Anchorage Adult League, 1-2-3 for the first inning is going to be Gunnar Bond, their center fielder, Jake Ridley, and Hugo De La Cruz. This is a combination of a lot of different teams and a lot of different players, and while this isn't a league game, and a lot of people might not say it's serious to that degree, this team comes in here with the idea that they want to play the Miners hard and they want to push them. Santerre getting a few of his warm-up pitches in today, and there's plenty of other festivities going around. Before we started our broadcast, gave out two $1,000 checks to two local students who excel in academics and athletics. So both of them being set up well for the future, as we also have Bubba Walters walking out with tonight's first pitch. We've had a variety of first pitches throughout the year, some right on the money. This one, a rainbow curveball.
Best first pitch all year.
That one flew right back into the zone. I'd say he's doing pretty well. Setting a high bar for the rest of the night for the teams. And now, the Miners seem like they're ready for action. I'm really excited to see this game because I definitely haven't seen Sam Thompson play the middle infield, and if you watched our pregame interview, he hasn't played a whole lot of it himself either. Also going to have quite a few number of repeat numbers on the side of the Anchorage Adult League, so I'll be sure to clarify for you which one's coming into the batter's box next. Starting us off, like I said, Gunnar Bond plays for the Bobcats, so we'll try and represent his squad well here with the first at-bat of the game. Santerre likely not going to throw his arm out, but I don't think he wants to be hit off of by any of these guys. Santerre with the second pitch. This one swung on and missed, so showed a good eye in that first pitch, but trouble catching up to a little bit of speed. Miners, not sure if they have too many game plans going into this one other than don't wear yourself out for non-league. That seems to be a major emphasis. Coach Tyler Brunn talking to his players beforehand not to push themselves beyond their limit for a game of this caliber, but getting the first strikeout. Lance Santerre takes him looking. Goodbye, Gunnar Bond. So Jake Ridley, their shortstop, going to be the next one up for the AABL. AABL, of course, for the Adult Anchorage Baseball League. Plenty of these people played at their own college level, some in high school, so they're not completely skillless. Don't put that in your mind by any means as he turns on this one for the first hit of the game. Jake Ridley wasting no time, first pitch, putting that one into play, and sorry Lance Santerre, no hitter for you.
1 out single. Next to the plate, number 22, Hugo De La Cruz.
So next coming up, Hugo De La Cruz, number 22. 1 out and 1 hit so far, so two very drastic differently outcomes. They're going to see if they can continue this streak, but starting off with the strike. Also plenty of colors on this lineup. No one really seems to have the same color jersey whatsoever, just because they're all rocking the uniforms from their usual squads. None of them have a particular singular uniform they're all wearing together tonight. De La Cruz has already taken 2 strikes from Santerre. See if he'll take 3. Swinging there. So he's put away with strikes as well. Lance Santerre bounces back quick.
2 away. Cleanup hitter. Number 13 playing right field.
Well, it's fun to have people out of position in the field, but right now, none of them really getting work. It's a Lance Santerre versus the AABL. And next in the batter's box, Bradley Onerjic, their right fielder for today. Taking a close ball, so ball 1. Miners hoping to create some kind of excitement. This game is going to go for a while regardless of the outcome on either side. So these teams better enjoy themselves. They're in for a long ride here tonight. Plenty of other movement around. You see Miners working all over the ballpark tonight. Kirsten Steelhorse working the gear shop, and Alex Majors and Aaron Walters using that Texas blood. They're cooking on the barbecue tonight. So if you want some good burgers, you know where to go. Already in a pitcher's count, Santerre looking to make this a pretty simplistic inning. Moving past the 1 hit given up. And he's going to second. He's going for a steal. Nakamura is going to get the 2-3 putout. So there's the end of the top of the first. No real sweat for the Miners, but I have a feeling that's going to be a theme for tonight. This is going to be a fun festivity for everybody around. And now, coming up first for the Miners when we come back, Holden Breeze, Tyler Wilson, Kevin Nakamura. Might sound like a regular lineup, but it's definitely going to change, so be sure you don't miss any of it. I'll be right back. We are ready for the bottom of the first, and Miners don't have their usual lineup. You might look and see, hey, their best hitter on the team, Nick Sorelli, he's coaching third base right now. Well, Sorelli isn't going to play tonight. He's going to have a lot more fun and also going to be helping with the 50-50 raffle. I saw we also have a cheer for third base umpire tonight. So he's going to get his own fan crowd. We got plenty of fans for everybody. Starting on the mound today for Anchorage Adult League, it's going to be Kyle Bovey. Miners coming up 1, 2, 3, Holden Breeze, Tyler Wilson, and Kevin Nakamura. So Bovey not going to come in with any easy part of the lineup. These are all players that have started every day since they've really been here.
On the mound for the Anchorage Adult League from the BGES Bobcats, number 7,
Bovey.
right-hander Kyle Bovey.
Also, one of the Bobcats on this lineup, they had 3 in the starting lineup today, so Bobcats are representing big here today.
Leading off.
Holden Breeze coming up next. He has been nothing short of electric for the Miners ever since he's shown up. Going to be looking to continue that regardless of competition.
Walk-up music isn't working.
Breeze waiting on his first pitch of the game, and I think this is going to be a real tone setter for the rest of it. That one taken for a strike on the inside, so nice sidearm action from Bovey. It's a real hot day here at Herman Brothers Field. Plenty of fans tuning out, but they all got sunglasses, and I'm sure they're enjoying a nice drink from the beer shack here at Herman Brothers. As Breeze is hoping for a pitch right down the middle. So far, we've seen a nice breaking action strike and a low ball. Looking for something he can hit, give him some free real estate. And this is exactly it, but it looks like it's just going to sky high and finally come down. So first out, Carl Mayer over at second, able to glove that one for a simple pop out. See if the Miners are able to generate something a little bit louder than that.
Number 44, Tyler
Next up to the plate, another hot bat for the Miners, Tyler Wilson from Grand Canyon University. So he's already been used to the Valley. As many of you know, Rally in the Valley, been the name for the Miners for a while, but really growing in popularity right now, especially with the comeback wins this team has. Some people are calling them the Cardiac Kids, even GM Pete Christopher. So Tyler Wilson back in, close to being hit on the first pitch. Started to start towards first, but now going to be back for another one. Wilson, the lefty, possibly trying to pull something towards that sun. And this one's called for a ball, so Tyler Wilson laying off right now. Not a real fan of whatever he's been offered. Standing in the on-deck circle is Kevin Nakamura, the catcher. And I'm sure he would love this. After the game against American Legion, the Miners' offense really just seemed ramped up as they get a nice hit here. This one, Merle, this time diving, able to get a web jump of his own. So Carl Merle showing up. See you do that, Sam Thompson.
2 outs. Stepping to the plate from Fife, Washington, and of Whitman College, number 4.
And now Kevin Nakamura strutting up to his own walk-up song. New walk-up song for all the Miners too, so plenty of additions. Big Kanye guy apparently. As he's going to be looking to at least get on and match the number of hits that the AABL put out in the top of this frame. Miners can't be embarrassed in front of their home crowd. That would be quite the story and quite the broadcast for me. Obviously, no one up here at the moment with me, so it's just a solo show, but we'll have plenty more up here as the game progresses. More substitutions, everything else. Laying off on that outside ball, Kevin Nakamura. Maybe he doesn't need to get a hit. Maybe he just wants to walk. Nakamura usually swings the bat pretty hefty. He likes to be very aggressive at the plate. This one taken for another one. He is not really offering at anything.
Shout out to our grill masters of the day, Alex Majors and Aaron Walters.
And we have a PA announcement for Wally and Majors. So they're getting plenty of love for their grill work today. Probably more than most of the grill masters. This one, curveball, put down low for strike one. Bovee hoping to work a 1-2-3 inning, and that's bragging rights. With all the pitching changes we're going to see and the offense I'm expecting later in this game, any 1-2-3 inning is going to be a rarity, as Nakamura takes a big swing there. So that's strike two. Standing in the on-deck circle, Jared Sweeney. Another big slugger. As Kevin Nakamura offers at it, but can't make contact. So Miners go 1-2-3. We might have a ball game here, folks. Don't you underestimate these Anchorage adults just yet, as Miners going to be heading back into the field, and I'm sure we're going to see plenty of changes. I don't know if we're going to see Santerre back on the mound. In fact, I bet we're going to see a local. But before then, we're going to take a short break. Be sure you don't go anywhere so you don't miss any of the action. We are back as we're getting ready to start the second inning. Ball still in the hands of Lance Santerre. But as for your Sam Thompson tracker, it's just a short move for this time from second to shortstop. So the other position that he said he has the least experience with. Last time didn't really have anything hit his way. We'll see if this inning's any different. Coming up to the plate first is going to be Louis Nance. Left fielder looking to rock those American stripes and also put some hits on the board. So far only one between these two teams. That one by Jake Ridley. This one a big swing, maybe just a little bit of contact, but a little bit of contact's not going to put the ball anywhere but the catcher's mitt. And Santerre, this one turned around again. Breeze able to shade over and get an easy out. So a pretty simplistic ground out. Holden Breeze not going to make a sweat over that one. Next up to the plate, Carl Merle. You saw him make that web gem out in the field. We'll see what he can do with the bat next. Merle going with the all grays for this one. It's a pretty bold choice for the sunny day we're experiencing. And he is taking a high hack, so old school hack right there. Merle from Stevie's Sports Bar, another one of the major clubs represented. Him and teammate Ben Werner, both members in the starting 9 today. As Merle keeps swinging high, Santerre is likely going to keep pitching low. So Santerre already up 2 strikes. We'll see what he can do against Carl Merle. Make it 3. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and take a bench. So Merle, second one put down in the inning, that time on strikes. Michael McCart, the big catcher, going to be the next one up. McCart sadly doesn't have walk-up music. I'd be interested to see what these guys' walk-up music would be. But he is another Bobcat. And he is also swinging big. So, Lance Santerre, have yourself a day. It's a field day for any pitcher right now. And I was told we're going to see position players on the mound later. So I'm very excited to see what some of these guys can throw. Because I know some of them pitched in high school. Santerre, that one just maybe getting out of his hand way too early. Lost grip of it. So now, Santerre looking to regain control. Does just that. Low fastball, no offer. Right now, Miners in the field need to make sure they don't fall asleep getting lethargic. The only one that's moved is Holden Breeze. Miners still trying to play with them, but Michael McCart's not going to be embarrassed like that. He's not going to offer in the dirt. This is baseball, not golf. So McCart looking to avoid the response 1-2-3 by the Miners. And now, everything's full. There's no room to go anywhere else. Free pillows all around. Will we see our first walk here? And they're going to say, yeah, the appeal from first base. He didn't go around, able to hold off that swing. Pretty impressive to stop his momentum. Now we got a walk. So 2 base runners on in 2 innings for the AABL. Still waiting on our first strike of the game, though. Miners going to be off again tomorrow before taking on the Pilots here on Monday. The Pilots game at 6 o'clock here at Herman Brothers Field. It's going to be Matanuska Valley Federal Credit Union. So everyone be sure to come out again. It's always a good time at the park. There's no bad days at Herman Brothers. This one lifted. This one heading toward the gap, but Tyler Wilson just a bit too fast for that one. Maybe if he had 10 less speed rating on anything else, but Tyler Wilson able to put that one away. Miners able to get through another inning with no damage. And now we're going to see Jared Sweeney coming up to the plate to start us off in the bottom of the second. If you guys want classic, good cultured walk-up songs, listen to Jared Sweeney's. So be sure you don't go anywhere. You're going to miss it. We'll be right back after a short break. Be sure to not go anywhere. We are back after another short break, and Jared Sweeney back up at the plate. Unfortunately, the PA here just missed a great opportunity to hear the Home Depot theme, because that's exactly what Jared Sweeney wants to be known as. He is... I don't even know what to call him. It's a quality selection. Sweeney, hoping he can make as much impact with the bat as this one turned around but put into foul ground past the first baseline. Minor due up after Sweeney is a newbie, Patrick Donovan, playing in center field today, but interested to see where they'll have him throughout the season. Sweeney again. Waiting on Bovey's next pitch. And this one taken low. Bovey, not the tallest of pitchers on the mound, but he does seem to thumb the ball really well. Something we've seen from a lot of pitchers, especially Estrada and other pitchers on the Pilots this season. This one taken for a strike, so now he's ahead. Jared Sweeney has to respond. Sweeney once again. He's able to turn on this one, saw the breaking ball well, going out into left field foul ground and put away. Louis Nance there to glove that one, and we are one out here in the bottom of the second. Now Patrick Donovan going to be given his first chance in the game today, and his first chance in a Miners uniform in general. First time he showed up, went straight to the summer clinic. I wasn't sure who he was at first when I ran into him, but extremely nice guy. And pretty quiet for that big frame. But now we get this chance to see what he can do with a bat in hand. Oh, just in case you're curious, that Sam Thompson tracker, he's right in the on-deck circle, so don't worry, he's coming. Donovan, waiting on the next pitch, has what he wants, delivers low, and that one's only fouled away, thus the least he could do. Bovey, it's proven to be a real issue for the Miners right now. His breaking stuff is legit. I was expecting plenty of fireworks even in the first 2 innings, but so far we have a good old-fashioned pitcher's duel. Donovan, big offer again. So he's going to collect himself outside the box and come up with his approach at the plate next. Obviously seems to be favoring the breaking pitch, but I wouldn't be surprised if he elevated a fastball here after seeing 3 straight. Bovey tried to do another breaking ball, but this time too far outside. So this is going to be a good test for the Miners' plate discipline. Been great at drawing walks so far throughout the year. Currently ranked 3rd in the ABL in walks, but this team, they're looking for some sparks. They're not just looking to get on. Right now, Donovan has worked his way into a full count, so we'll see what happens next. We did see Lance Santerre walk in the top of this inning, so possibly a response from the Miners. Could be their first one on of the game, but Donovan wants more. So this battle will continue for just a little bit longer. Donovan, does he want to extend this battle just a little bit further? Are we ready for a decision? And we get a decision. It's a strikeout looking. Bovey continues to roll through the Miners.
With 2 outs, stepping up plate, second baseman Sam Thompson.
Sam Thompson next up to the dish for the Miners and looking to get something going. Thompson has had a number of laser line drives put throughout the field this season that was only put away by great fielding. I have a feeling those have a higher chance of getting down today. Starting out with a strike though, so falling behind 0-1 to start us out in his first at-bat. Kent State player plays first base for them, but predominantly a catcher, and that's what he does for the Miners. Big swing there, so that's strike two. We did see a lot of pitchers BP before today. We got to see Christian Steelhorse start him off ripping 2 over the wall, and they just kept it rolling. Tucker hit some, Willie hit some, and we get a chance to see Willie and Wolf in the next inning as well, so we'll get to see what they can do live action. Right now, Thompson, he's not going to be made a fool. Ricky Nunez in the on-deck circle, the right fielder, wanting his first hacks of the game. He'll have to wait on Thompson first. Thompson able to make some contact, but it's going to become a souvenir more than anything. Got fans from all over today. They're repping all the gear from these different teams for the AABL. Got your classic Miners. Everyone really showed out. Some people just came from work. I saw somebody walking into the stadium with their neon reflective vest, so they're not going to miss a Miners game. They're not going to miss these festivities. Next up, I'm going to guess we're seeing a breaking pitch. And that's exactly what it was. This sidearm action, he loves a breaking pitch. That seems to be his go-to. A lot of pitchers have a sinker or something like that if they're more off speed. He really just likes his slider, curveballs, anything that he can thumb. Thompson trying to prolong this just a little bit longer. See what he's able to do. This one way too far away. He is not going to reach for it. Instead just spits on it, gets back to his box. Thompson again. Gonna wait away from it, so sidearm to the outside for a righty is really proving to be a struggle for Bovey. He's great at attacking front door for righties and back door for lefties, but doesn't seem to favor the other side. Can't have a whole lot of east to west if you're expecting one side. Now Thompson has his own full count. So this one is low. Miners have a man on. It took them until their sixth batter. But regardless, the Miners get on via the walk, and Ricky Nunez is going to try and extend this inning even further. He got a few of his own rips in BP. He is a power hitter that hasn't had the power results you might expect. He loved lining singles all across, puts balls in play, but when he really gets into a ball, he can crush it. Nunez not going to offer away, really seeming to show that lack of control for the backdoor pitch. So now Ricky Gonna wait on that one. We're gonna see Sam Thompson hustle out a steal. This one's gonna get away from him, but he's happy with just the one he's got. So Sam Thompson legging out his own steal. He's putting himself in scoring position and making this just a little bit more interesting. Also, Willie Johnson has entered the on-deck circle. I repeat, Willie Johnson has entered the on-deck circle. And he's got batting gloves. Things are getting serious. Ricky Nunez still at the dish. This one turned on. Can the center field get to it? He can. Gunnar Bond able to put away the Miners for a second time. So this is becoming a defensive battle to the utmost degree. We have made it through 2 innings, only 1 hit and 2 walks. Neither side seems like they can get much momentum going, but I have a feeling that can change very fast. We're going to have likely a new arm, and it does look like it's going to be James Aaron, so some local love coming out for the Wasilla native. Be sure you stay tuned here at Herman Brothers Field to not miss any more action. We are back here at Herman Brothers, and we do have a new arm. Wasilla native goes to Corbin University, goes by James Aaron. Hasn't got a chance to pitch for the Miners since we've been down in Kenai. I'm sure he's been waiting for a chance to just get back on the bump. And he's getting that chance today here in the 3rd. So 2 innings from Lance Santerre is all he's going to get. Great start from Santerre. 3 strikeouts in those 2 innings. He did the work he was intended to do, and now he gets to enjoy a nice break with his teammates in the dugout. And also, we have our first guest here today. It's been 2 innings of just me, but now we got 2 pitchers up here. We got Daniel Naughton and Christian Seelhorst as we getting ready for the 3rd. This is getting a lot more fun. Welcome, boys.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, what are you guys expecting from, I have a Thompson tracker going right now. So, he's currently on his 3rd position. We're seeing how many he covers today. Currently over at 3rd base. He also said he was going to touch 90 when he pitched. So, what do you guys think about that?
I got Sam maybe touching 85. I don't know.
I think that's fair.
Yeah,
I've seen him throw some people out, though. He's got a cannon.
He does have good arm. He actually threw batting practice today for the pitchers before the game started and did great. I thought he was pretty accurate, and he put it right in my wheelhouse. Oh.
Ooh, Aaron stumbling off the mound just a bit. Not sure if he got his cleat caught or what.
Yeah, he must have. That's what it looked like. That mound is a little bit flat, so I can imagine that's probably what happened.
He's kicking it up right now.
Yeah.
He seems to be a lot happier. Christian's also here. Doesn't have a headset at the moment. And put him on for a brief bit if you'd like.
Hello, Miners fans. It's could be the Dan and Seal show.
Dan and Seal show.
Yeah, we're taking your job.
Sounds like a radio show.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good gig we could get going here.
I don't know. You have to keep the conversation going, and that's something I think I struggle at a little bit. Just keep talking all the time.
I feel like I could do that.
You got the first out, though.
Oh yeah, James just struck some out. We forgot about that.
Good job, James. Good job, James.
I hope you're. I think is your mom watching? Is his mom watching?
I'm sure she is. Was still a native.
Hi, Mrs. Aaron.
Good. Way to jump up. First pitch strike.
But yeah, going back to the whole Sam thing, yeah, he threw some pretty good BP today. Better than I expected, but
You think he can touch 90?
I don't think he's touching 90 today.
What's your prediction?
I think anywhere from 84 to 87.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
And if he throws any slower, I'm gonna tell him to go home.
Does have a good arm for a catcher though. He's got a great arm.
This pitcher for them seems like he's settling in a little bit.
Yes. Yes. What? Is he no hitting us right now?
Yeah, we don't. I don't think we have any hits.
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's gonna be foul.
Well, do you want me to hand the headset back to you?
Oh, yeah. I guess Sean can get back to the broadcast. Here you go.
We can keep one of you on the headset. You guys can just pass it off as you like. But it does look like Naughty's going to be settling in here.
Oh yes, absolutely. I like being up here. Feels cool.
So, Naughton, if you weren't on the mound, where would be your primary position?
Ooh, I'd probably say the left side of the infield, probably third base or shortstop. But I love playing the outfield, so if I had a choice, I'd probably want to play center field.
Did you get the chance to play center field in high school at all or anything like that?
Maybe once or twice, but usually in high school, if I wasn't pitching, I was playing third base. So
It takes an arm to get it across the diamond. I don't think people realize how far that distance really is.
Yeah, and I wish my arm still held up like it did back then, because I would go throw 5-6 innings and then come out of the game and go play third base and throw guys out from third. Wow.
There's a nice
Great
play.
Holy cow.
He just snagged that on the charge, able to throw it over, holding breeze. He's come in and he's really just lit up on offense and defense.
Yes, he's been doing very well. I think he's a good addition to the team.
He does seem like a kind of quiet kid. We did bring him in for a pregame interview, and he's not the Christian Steelhorse of the group.
No, he is not the Christian Steelhorse. He's not the talkative type. But he definitely lets his playing do the talking for him.
Absolutely. Miners going to be looking for some response, as we do have Willie Johnson coming up for the first time. DH.
Oh.
He got a swing in one of our games before, but
did not get the job done. He popped up, I believe. Yeah.
First pitch, he got real aggressive, went for a high fastball. And we got two pitchers in the on-deck circle, too.
Yes.
It's Evan Wolf.
Yes. Well, let's
who's jamming out.
Is he? Oh, yeah. He's nodding his head back and forth. Yep. Well, let's see if Willie can break this open and get the first hit of the game.
Willie's a big dude. I don't think a lot of people appreciate. He's got a pretty big frame, so I'm not surprised that he can slug.
Oh yes, today in batting practice he hit a few balls out of the park that surprised me.
You had some pretty good swings too. You're up on the Miners' Instagram right now with that swing.
Yes, I had a big leg kick too, but that's the only way I get my power.
I understand completely.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to throw out a prediction. Willie's going to get the first hit for the Miners.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance of that happening. He's feeling himself right now, and I think he's pretty excited to be hitting.
I think he's got to convert here. He's going to want to swing again, so
he has to.
He's got to convert and get something done here.
Yes.
Now batting for your Matthew Miners.
Oh, it's Christian announcing.
We got Steelhorse bringing in Willie Johnson. The roommate connection lives on.
The roommate connection.
Willie's all decked out too. He's got the gear. He's got the leg brace.
Oh, I know. Before he went out to bat, I was telling him he should wear a shin guard on both sides. He's got batting gloves in both back pockets right now, even though he's wearing a pair.
Oh yeah. Casey gave him to those on the side.
Oh jeez.
You can never be too decked out for your nat bat.
I know. Let's see what he does here. Oh, strike one.
That was a nice breaking. He has a nice back action breaking ball.
Yes, he does.
Bovey still on the mound for the AABL. We're not seeing the fireworks I thought we'd be seeing so far. So far, only a one-hit game, and we are in the bottom of the third.
Ball in the dirt. Well, I really hope he throws some in the zone so Willie can get some hacks off. I would love to see that.
I'm honestly more curious about how Wheezy's going to do. I have never seen Wheezy swing a bat in my life.
I know, and he's actually playing left field today. He was telling me pregame that he really wanted to throw somebody out.
Oh, I'd love to see him just throw a seed.
Yeah, me too.
Willie's still not getting much to bite at. So that's going to be a 2-1 count. A walk gets you on, but I don't think that's the glory he's going for.
I think he's going for the big shot here.
I think he's going to send it to the fairgrounds.
I hope so.
Willie Johnston ready to go again. Come on, gig him, Willie.
Oh, right on the outside. Oh, called it a ball.
That's a tight zone. That's a bit of a teacup zone on the outside.
I'm surprised. I thought that got the corner right there. Well, 3-1. Now Willie knows that he's probably just going to be throwing a strike, fastball down the middle here, and I hope that's what he's looking for.
Right down Main Street. It's
Yeah.
the most guaranteed pitch.
Yeah, here he goes. I can feel that he's going to take a big hack here.
I think he's going to hack regardless.
Yeah,
There it is.
Oh,
He's close.
he is close.
He said so close. We believe in you, Willie. That's all it takes. He's even having some fun with the home plate umpire.
I know. He's wearing his eye black.
I feel like Willie probably dreamt about this last night. He was prepared, didn't go to sleep. He probably laid out his uniform like you do the first day of school.
Yes, probably prepared for it just about as good as anybody.
We'll see what Willie can do here. Miners still need their first hit. Hey, a walk's a walk. Boost that OBP, buddy.
All right, well, here we go. Let's see what Wolf can do.
He also has Fergie as his walk-up music, which if that's not a respectable choice, I don't know what it is.
Evan Wheezy Wolf.
Surprised we're not hearing any howls from the crowd. Yeah, there it is.
There it is. I knew Seal would let the crowd know.
Got a big crowd. It's still piling in, actually. You see people rolling in late. Miners games don't seem like people leave early, but they just keep coming.
Oh, yes, throughout the whole game. And they don't leave until the game's over. Oh, strike one.
That was a nice breaking action.
Yes.
He's really pulling the string on him.
Yes.
No, people don't leave. You can't leave when you have the cardiac kids playing. This team, they'll wait until the 5th inning, but then they'll turn it on. So Wheezy, oh, gonna be checked on first.
Oh,
he
throw
saw
it
Willie
over.
getting a little aggressive. Is there a maximum limit of pickoff attempts you'll do?
If I heard right, I think I just heard Willie tell the pitcher that he's not going.
Wear it on your sleeve, Willie.
At least he knows now.
If he picks him off again.
Oh.
Yeah, getting a little
inside there.
Well, uncomfortable. See if Wheezy can straighten out this next one. Miners still need their first hit in this game. Whoever gets it first is gonna have bragging rights, and he lied. He's going.
Lied. He told the pitcher that he wasn't gonna go, and he stole. Oh my gosh.
Sometimes I guess lying pays off.
I guess it does.
Second stolen base of the day for the Miners. First one to Sam Thompson. This one to Willie Johnston. I don't know if I've seen really run that fast either. He's run from the mound to first a few times, but that time getting some real cardio in for the day.
Yes. Big guy is quick.
Wheezy's still at the dish, and now he has a runner in scoring position.
Let's see if he can get it done here.
Can he tack on his first ribeye of the day? Watch Wheezy hit for the cycle.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, that one looked like it was going to back him off a bit, but stayed close. Still a ball. It's almost like a two-seamer, buckling your knees just without the two-seamer speed.
It looks like his underhand action kind of gives the ball some sink to it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So that one across as well, starting off the inning with back-to-back walks.
Back-to-back walks to both pitchers.
Hey, pitchers have good plate discipline. You guys know where it's going to be probably better than anybody.
I guess so. I mean, if I'm up there, I'm happy
out of South
Yeah, well, you just want the glory.
Oh, definitely.
Odin Breeze.
Let's see if I get a chance later to hit today.
I hope you do. You had some solid hacks in there earlier.
Thank you.
Also repping the Gonzaga red shoes, too.
Oh, I know. People have been telling me that I look like a Christmas tree.
Just a little bit. Wally has his Angelo State blues, too.
Yeah.
So now Holden Breeze coming back up to the dish, and Willie stealing third. He's wasting no time.
Safe.
He's safe. Runners at the corners. Willie Johnston is acting like he's Ricky Henderson.
Yes, he is taking advantage of his opportunity at the plate.
We don't... I think I know who our next pinch runner is going to be. Sorelli giving some advice to Wheezy over at first. He was running the bag running at the summer clinic, so he must know something. Bovey just trying to work his way out of this jam. Still no outs.
There we go.
And Breeze puts a
There's
bat
the
on it.
First hit of the day.
And that one's getting down, struggling to field it till. And Willie Johnson is your first run of the game.
Make sure to touch home plate with his finger instead of his feet.
That's called style points. Willie had to score in style. Miners now up 1-0 here early. And Tyler Wilson coming up to bat next. I said he was out in center field earlier just because that's the normal call. I totally forgot he was at third today. Do have a bit of a mound visit going on right now. Still no outs in this inning. He has a great breaking ball. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to create a double play ball.
Yes, let's see if we can get that done.
It is definitely still hot here at Herman Brothers. Sun coming down with no real clouds around it. This is what they call the dog days of summer, folks.
This is a great, great summer day in Alaska. I mean, the weather's been, the last week or so, we experienced some rain and cloudiness, but the past couple days have been very nice outside, and I've been glad to experience those days.
It feels like we're back home.
Yes. Oh.
This one, gonna get away from him. Wheezy going to
going to three.
steal third. Or
moving Breeze to second.
So now, two Miners in scoring position. This jam just keeps getting trickier. Usually it takes about one time around you start picking up the speed for a pitcher. Definitely seems to be the case for the Miners now. So Tyler Wilson, I'm going to say not only looking for his first hit, I'm sure he's looking for his first home run right now. I don't think anybody is swinging short of the fences today.
Absolutely not. Oh, and there's a big hack.
We weren't wrong. He was swinging for the fences.
Definitely swinging for the fences there.
Just maybe a little high.
Yeah.
Ty came into this game. He's been one of the hottest, if not the hottest bat for the team.
Yes, he hits the ball hard every time. Oh, another big hack.
Even when it goes to the back screen.
Yeah.
So Tyler Wilson behind 0-2, and the Miners might be looking at their first out here in the third.
As a switch hitter, I've never seen someone who can hit the ball from both sides as hard as he does.
He's young too.
And he's young.
I didn't realize it until we were down in Kenai how young he was.
I think he has a bright future ahead of him.
Absolutely. He's got plenty of tools. And a good eye is one of them.
Yes. I didn't realize that he was a catcher as well.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, back at Grand Canyon, I guess he's actually a catcher.
I think that's the one position throughout this season that has not experienced any kind of logjam in terms of injury.
Yes.
We got three good ones.
Got three great catchers. All with good bats, too.
Absolutely. Right now we're seeing what Wilson's bat can do for him.
Oh, right there on the outside part of the plate.
That's a 50-50 call.
That is a 50-50 call.
What do you think about as a pitcher when you get a call like that where, to you, obviously, you want everything, but...
Oh, yeah.
When you think you see something where, like, that was definitely in the zone, what's your first response?
Well, right away, I might be a little bit frustrated about it, but you can't let that sink into the next pitch because then, you know, you're in your own head. So you have to clear that pretty quickly.
Absolutely.
But it's tough as when that happens to you as a pitcher.
I'm really excited to see how many position players we put out there today.
Yes, me too.
Wilson
I heard a rumor that Sorelli actually might be getting an inning or two on the mound.
I hope so. I know he's doing the 50-50 raffle today, so that's a big job for him, but you can't tell me you don't want to see Nick Sorelli throw some gas.
Oh, I would love to see Nick Sorelli throw some gas.
There would be no better celebration. We were thinking about walk-up songs when I was working on them tonight, and he gave us one. He gave us Hippies and Cowboys. But I really wanted to use the... Did you ever watch the Madagascar movies?
Of course.
Do you remember when they introduced Moto Moto?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what I...
Moto.
Moto Moto likes you.
Yeah. That would be a perfect song.
I wanted to use that for him walking up from the bullpen.
Yes.
I think, yeah, that would have been gold. We'll get it next time. We need to talk to Ty.
Yeah.
So now, one of those catchers we were mentioning before, Kevin Nakamura, coming up. Nakamura obviously plays at Whitman last year, moving to Loyola Marymount next season. So he's playing with a lot of the people we've seen throughout the ABL, especially from the Bucks. Diego Baquero is one of them.
Yep.
Barrera.
I think the Pilots have a few LMU guys as well.
There's a few Gonzaga guys around the league as well.
Yeah, a couple of Gonzaga guys on the Bucks as well.
What's it like going up against your teammates like that in this situation?
It's always so fun because those guys are some of my best friends back at school, and so it's always nice seeing them, and especially when
you win.
Yeah, especially when we win. But you know, in circumstances like the other night when the Bucks and our team got a little bit chirpy back and forth at each other, you know, after the game we just kind of came up to each other and laughed it off. Just when weird situations happen like that.
It's got to be fun because there's no real ill will, regardless of how the game goes.
Yes.
Nakamura being aggressive right now. He's fouled off a few. Just needs to straighten it out, and I have a feeling he's going to add a whole lot of ribeyes to his plate.
Oh, I hope so.
First at-bat of the season for Kevin Nakamura was, of course, that home run over the left field wall. So, set a pretty high bar out of the gate.
Yeah, he started off very hot.
Now we're going to see what Naka can do. Evo is still on the mound regardless of how he's performed this inning. And there's a big swing, so Kevin Nakamura put down on strikes. That's the first one for the Miners in this inning. Tough to lay off a slider. Was that a slider?
Yes.
It had the breaking action similar to it.
Looks like it started right on the plate and then just worked its way right off. Good pitch.
Good time to catch somebody fishing.
Yes.
Here's the Home Depot music.
There it is.
Jared Sweeney, spelled like Gerard, not said it like it.
Not said like it.
I have no idea why. No matter how his name is spelled, he can hit. And right now, looking to do just that.
Big hack.
Maybe looking to do a bit too much with that one. He's trying to send the... I mean, my car is parked behind center field, so...
He's trying to mercy rule the team on one swing.
Yeah, he's trying to put it all away. I'm pretty sure we're playing 10 innings regardless, or 9 innings regardless today, so...
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Regardless, we're going to see some gaudy stat line.
Yes.
Sweeney out and 0-2. So, Bevo is really locked back in after letting the first run cross. And Wheezy's still only 90 feet away from home. He's got a nice squat stance ready.
He's getting a nice athletic stance over there. Kind of shuffling back and forth like
he's crab walking. This one far inside. Could have gotten away from him, but a nice stop.
Good put away pitch, but Jared did not swing.
Yeah, it's tough to lay off a back foot slider.
Yes.
It's usually the one that bruises your ankles more than anything.
Yes.
Evo is trying to work through this jam. We still have ducks on the pond and Sweeney in a 1-2.
There we go. A little foul off.
Got a piece of it. Might have got a piece of his foot, too. So Sweeney, the Lehigh product, is looking to create a little action. Sweeney, obviously, in the last week was a big part of the Miners' win in that 2-hit game they had with him and Casey Rother being the only hits. Drew in that RBI single. There's a lot of RBIs out there for you. You just got to go find one, Jared.
Ooh. pitch there.
This is becoming a prolonged at-bat. We've seen a few minors battle back from 0-2 to walks. Tyler Wilson standing at first is one of them. See if Sweeney's able to do the same or if we have our second out waiting.
Oh, broken bat.
Definitely chipped like it, but that one, an easy put out. Shortstop Jake Ridley able to get that pop out. There's 2 for the Miners. And now Sam Thompson. Thompson tracker back on. He's in the batter's box.
Oh, no, I think this is...
Oh, no. This is Patrick
This is
Donovan,
Patrick.
correction.
Yep.
19, not 18. Donovan, only his second at-bat, actually, as a minor. Still not in league play, obviously, so it won't count against him or for him, depending on how he does. He turns this one, heading towards foul ground. Will he be able to get under it? No, it becomes part of the gravel path. Donovan decided he wanted Nipsey Hussle to be his walk-up music. He wanted to pay homage to the legend. I can't say I disagree with him. But Thompson Tracker, in other words, he is in the on-deck circle. I just jumped the gun a bit. First, we have to see what Donovan can do at the dish. Taking that one for an elevator ride high.
Oh, is that... Looks like... Is that Sealhorst as the first base coach right now?
It does look like Christian Sealhorst. He's moved from the gear shack to our booth to the PA. He is everywhere.
He's been everywhere this game.
I know you're a big coffee drinker, but he has the energy like he's constantly drinking coffee.
And he almost always is drinking coffee. Every time I see Sealhorst, he's always got a coffee in his hand.
How many spots have you guys hit up around Palmer?
Let's see. Oh, pulled foul ball. Let's see. I go to Perk Up, and I go to Palmer Coffee Co. And I like both a lot, but I definitely like Palmer Coffee a lot.
It's always nice to have a place that you can go to where they know your order, and two,
Yes.
you know what you're getting into.
Yep. Every time I go there in the morning now, they always ask what they know what I want before I even get there. They're just like,
They probably just have one pre-made that says
Yep.
Dan.
Yep. Getting your usual. Yep. I'm gonna get the sludge coat.
Is he gonna be able to get there? Ooh, a nice
Get there.
diving attempt, but could not grab it. It's always tough to make those over-the-shoulder catches. I don't think he even knew where it was for the first few seconds. Collected himself now, so ready to head back behind the plate. Michael McCart on a close play. Hi, Sam. Sam giving us the thumbs up. And now he's giving us a heart. This is truly heartwarming, folks.
Oh, and now he's saying that he might bunt.
Oh.
I would have to disagree with him on that one. I think
He's asking for approval. He's not getting mine.
Yeah, not mine either.
We don't hit bunts. We only hit dingers.
That's right.
If you ever watch Kent Murphy, you know exactly what we're talking about. Evo still battling here. Donovan taking a low one.
Well, now his first at bat, he got the 3-2, and here he finds himself again, 3-2.
I don't think there's been an at-bat in this inning that's gone less than 5 pitches. Maybe the 2 walks that started it out, but since then, it has not been an easy inning. He is eating pitches.
I wonder what the pitcher's pitch count is. Must be pretty high. Definitely likes to work deep into counts.
He's got to have mid-20s, if not 30 in this inning.
Oh, yeah.
So now, Donovan waiting again. This one just barely put on the ground. It's going to be an easy 4-3 ground out. Miners were able to scratch across one, but that's all they were able to get here in the third, taking a 1-0 lead into the fourth, and we're likely going to see another local arm on the mound, if not Aaron still. Audie, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you
so
very
far
much for
today.
having me.
And if you want to send up another player, feel free.
I will send up another guy for you.
So make sure to not go anywhere and stay tuned for the fourth inning of action.
Leading off.
We are back here at Herman Brothers Field for the fourth inning of action. I'm joined with another minor. This time we got Mike Ferrara up here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy to be here.
So, Mike, you weren't tasked with part of the pandemonium today, being moved all around position spots.
No, I'm a little banged up right now, but hopefully I'll be back on Monday. Sam's doing a great job out there.
Yeah, he's killing it right now. We even have Wheezy out in left field, so
Yeah,
we got our bases covered.
Yeah.
Aaron still on the mound, still dealing too. Obviously we're gonna see some position players up there. I'm sure you know some of them, but who's somebody that you personally would really just want to see throw?
Well, I'm looking forward to Casey Rother throw. Apparently he can touch 90, so
That's what he was saying.
we'll see. We'll see. I doubt it.
Sam was also saying he could touch 90.
No,
we just had Naughty and Seal up here, and both of them said 85 is much more realistic.
Yeah, definitely. Casey's got a chance. Definitely not Sam.
There's a pop out. So there's going to be your first out of the inning. And also for the Thompson tracker, moving into his fourth position of the game for the fourth inning, now at first base.
Fourth position in 4 innings.
And the PA acknowledges it at 2.
I'd be willing to bet Sam doesn't hit 82 in the gun when he pitches.
I think a lot of them are kind of going to dial it back for today, just because of the game, but I wouldn't be surprised if he won this just to go all out.
Yeah, he should. Skip already got mad at us for Willie stealing the bag, so I'm sure he doesn't want our position players to let it loose on the mound.
Right now, Aaron taking it high. Hey, you never know. You could find your new pitcher if you guys get into a bind.
Yeah, Casey is a 2A, actually. Rother. He did pitch a little bit his freshman year.
I saw he pitched in high school a lot, too, so he had plenty of experience with it for sure. Right now, at the plate, Bradley Lernergen is seeing Aaron pretty well. Miners going to be looking to hold on to that 1-run lead, so far only allowing 1 hit in the game.
Yeah, hopefully we can tack on a few more next inning. Keep the bats going.
Yeah, so far it's not been the fireworks I was expecting from this game whatsoever.
Definitely not. Nope.
When we went 1-2-3, I was a little shocked.
Yeah. A little nervous.
Nah. These are the cardiac kids. Our offense will sit still for about 5 innings, and then we'll wake up for the final.
Yeah, you're right.
We'll be fine. I also want to see if Tyler Brum will step in the batter's box.
I doubt it. I don't think he's athletic enough. He'd probably strike out on 3 pitches.
At least he takes a swing. That one's sent back to the press box, so waking us up a little bit. Thanks a lot for that. Lenergen, you're gonna be looking to create something. This team came in here. They're trying to win this game. This isn't no rollover whatsoever.
Yeah, for sure. They're putting up a fight. Before we can put it away pretty soon.
Taking a walk there, so nobody's gonna hurt his OBP today. Obviously, non-league game. None of the minors' stats being scored. Otherwise, we would have a few more home runs on the season. Sadly, Ty Wilson was only able to hit back-to-back home runs in consecutive days like that. Starting off with a strike is James Aaron. Aaron doesn't seem to be holding back a lot whenever he pitches either.
No, he does a good job.
He obviously got his cleat a little hung up earlier, but
Hey, Mike.
seems to be doing fine now.
I left the water. Come on.
And we have the local wanderer, Christian Seahorse.
Interrupting our airtime.
Absolutely, that's all he does. He's been everywhere. We literally saw him in the Gear Shack and then at first in the same inning. I don't know what he does. This one swung on. He's going to get past the pitcher. Tag for 1. There's 2. So the Miners able to double up to get out of the inning pretty painlessly. Still holding on to a 1-run lead. And I'm going to see if we're going to wake up on the batting side. Getting a lot on with walks, but Mike, what's going to be, leave us with one last thought. What's going to be the key for the bats waking up right now? Because we've seen Bevo for about 4 innings now, and he obviously has a good breaking ball.
Yeah, we just got to wait back. Not used to seeing 75, but we'll be all right.
All right, thank you so much for joining us here, and we'll be right back with the bottom of the 4th and likely a new face, so be sure to stay tuned.
Back.
I know you missed him, fan. It's the dancing queen himself, Sam Thompson, coming up to the dish. Picking ABBA as his walk-up music is the most fitting character choice I've ever seen Sam Thompson make. But he also has an alternate, so be sure to come back for other home games here at Herman Brothers because there's a number of songs these players wanted. And this is just one of them. Thompson wasn't able to... only able to get on with a walk the first time. Stole a base, though. And now we're going to see if he can get on again as the first one gets past him. Bevo's still on the mound for the Anchorage Adult League, so the fight, despite the inflated pitch count, he's going to keep going in this one. Now Thompson waiting on the second pitch here, again away. So as the time goes on, he's seemingly losing control. Definitely struggled with that backdoor slider before. Now it's just accentuated.
Big shout out to new third base coach Wyatt Tucker.
As we do have a new third base coach for the Miners, Wyatt Tucker running down there. In the hopes that one of his teammates is going to join him there soon. Thompson waiting on a third pitch, already ahead 2-0, so Pretty laid back at bat so far. Make it 3-0. He has barely moved. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for the Matsu Miners, especially Alaska Airlines for all our travel. Today we get to enjoy our home stay for a bit, but with all the traveling we've done with this team, it's been necessary. This one dropping down, so there's a blooper single to left field. Sam Thompson gets his first hit. Been on twice already. He's having a day.
Now stepping up to the plate for the Miners. From Riverside,
And now Ricky Nunez next up to the plate.
Ricky Nunez.
He's paying homage. Wanted some Bad Bunny for his walk-up music today. Speaks 2 languages, actually, completely fluent in both Spanish and English. Somebody I've been able to hold a few conversations with speaking Italian to Spanish, so not that bad of a translation. This one's a weak blooper. Now Sam Thompson's stuck in no man's land, and there's 2 outs on that double play. I think he was expecting it to carry just a bit more.
Now stepping up to the plate for the Miners.
So Aaron Winkler, the relief pitcher for the Miners, goes by a wink and is looking to make some good contact with no one on in front of him now. Picked EDM for his music because he wants to be pumped for this at-bat. I'm sure he's going to try and swing with everything he's got. Didn't get the chance to see him in pitcher's BP, so I'm interested to see what he can do. Taking a first pitch strike. Maybe gauging up that 75 that Ferreira was talking about earlier. And take a brief timeout. Now Wink seems like he's ready. Swinging there, can't make contact. Able to see the breaking ball going low well, just couldn't extend his arms far enough to chase that one. Winkler trying to avoid becoming the 3rd out after that double play. Staring at an 0-2, and I almost guarantee he's going to be swinging for this one. No offer. Should have, though, as that one's strike 3, slips past him.
No runs.
Winkler got the bat off his shoulder once, and all he can do is laugh as Bubba Walters greets him outside the dugout. Everybody's having a lot of fun today. Miners still holding on to their 1-run lead through 4. We're getting ready to gear up for the 5th, and who knows where Sam Thompson's going to be next. Covered the infield 4 positions so far, and to see if they're going to move him to the outfield next. Be sure to stay tuned here at Herman Brothers Field so you don't miss any action here tonight. So now another Wasilla product. Handing it off is James Aaron, and stepping up to the bump is going to be Austin Robertson. Austin Robertson, like I said, the Wasilla native, plays at Northern University and getting his 2nd chance to pitch on the season for the Miners. Got a chance to pitch against the Pilots in our first contest of the year at Mulcahy. Haven't had a chance to pitch in front of the home crowd until today, and got a big ovation when he stepped up. So you know he's got lots of family and friends in the crowd. So Robertson getting ready.
Sam Thompson has now moved to right field.
Sam Thompson.
On the day.
The Thompson tracker continues as he moves to right field, make it 5 positions. He said in the pregame we were covering all 9, so he didn't lie so far. We have consistently been on the move. Coming up to the plate for the AABL is going to be Carl Merle.
All-Stars. Second baseman, number 3, Carl Merle.
Merle from Steve Sports Bar is still rocking the all grays. Has some nice gold cleats too, so he picked the gold or the red belt to match the Red Sox, so he also picked out an outfit before today. Big swing there. Last time he was at the plate, struck out after swinging at 2 real high fastballs. See if Robertson's able to get his first K. That time just made him wait a little bit. Change up, got him swinging. Austin Robertson looking like an ace so far. He uses a variety of arm angles, which is one of the most unique things about his pitching style. That one was an overhand fastball, but that one too high. I was talking with Robertson a couple days ago at the summer clinic. He was describing how a lot of his pitching is relying on that flick of the wrist. He obviously goes through the whole motion, moves the arm all the way across his body, but he gets a lot of that spin from the different angles, all from the wrist. Three balls now. Full count after the 2 first strikes. As this one's turned the other way, it's foul in play, and he's chugging for 2. Just past the third baseline, able to get over. Not going to dive for the tag is Tyler Wilson, who's moved to second. Smart play. No reason to really add added risk or injury for a squad that's been so banged up this season, especially in a game like this.
Number 22, Seth Hinson.
After the leadoff extra base hit, it's going to be a new batter stepping up into the box. So we got a pinch hitter for Michael McCart, the catcher, starting today. And this one blooped away, but unable to stay fair. Seth Hinson would be the name of our pinch hitter, one of the yard goats. Only 2 yard goats made the starting lineup. Ridley, one of the 2 with hits so far, was one of them, so trying to represent the yard goats well. Right now, he's just trying to keep his face clean. Having to dive back to avoid that one. Miners in a 1-0 ball game here in the 5th, but we do have a chance for a major tie, as this one unable to be gloved by Holden Breeze on the run. Saw him make one earlier. Couldn't do the same here. We have 2 on. Runners at the corners and only no outs so far. So a jam created for Austin Robertson. Started with that double, and then the air from the shortstop position. Next up to the plate is Ben Weirner. Not gonna swing there. Beautiful breaking ball right on the outside corner. Miners looking to work their way through this jam. That one taken high, so no offer, another ball. He's got a yard goat behind him, and he's got a Steve Sports Bar in front of him at the plate. This one swung on, foul ball though, so no advance for Hinson to second. Instead, he's going to have to jog back to first. Sun's still coming down, and it only seems like it's getting hotter as the day goes on. Have not seen a day hit 80 since I've been here in Alaska, but right now it's tumbling at 79, so we are about as close as I have been. And on that strikeout, while we got the first out, ball did get away from Kevin Nakamura. Hinson advanced to second, and now we have 2 runners in scoring positions for only 1 out and no double play chance. Jam just got a whole lot tighter for Austin Robertson. Robertson would love to pitch for his next out. A punch out would be an almost guaranteed way to avoid some traffic. And we're having a "Let's Go Miners" chant start amongst the crowd. This one's going to be bunted on, but into foul ground. There's a nice idea from Angelo Taveros, but unable to get it down, so no runner's going to advance either. Taveros, the DH for today, for the Anchorage Adults, is looking to tie up this ball game, and a real chance to do that. Carl Merle still standing off at first. The second baseman showed his wheels, chugging to second. Now he's hoping to just walk home if he can. That's a big swing. Kevin Nakamura is able to tag him up before he runs away. Wasn't going to offer himself up, but another strikeout means that Austin Robertson is 1 step closer to avoiding this jam. It wasn't a vice grip jam to start this out with runners at the corners. But right now, he's been able to work his way back into this count and into this inning. Robertson facing off against Gunnar Bond to start this one off, as Bond's going to swing, send it to the backstop, and that's where it'll rest. Wyatt Tucker getting his own crowd cheers for shagging the balls. He should. He's doing a great job out there. This one taken for a ball, so just when he thought it might have been able to avoid the jam, bases loaded situation. Ducks on the pond, every pillow occupied, however you want to say it. Austin Robertson's facing a real jam that could lead to a one-sided ball game. Robertson, this one turned on, won't get down though. A line drive out into right field. There's your Thompson tracker. He came back up right when he was needed for the final out there. Miners able to avoid a bases loaded situation and hold on to their slim 1-run lead. We're going to see who's going to come up to the plate next. Evan Wolf is scheduled to lead off the next inning, but we'll see if we have another pitcher pinch hit. Be sure to stay tuned here at Herman Brothers Stadium so you don't miss any of the festivities. And starting off here in the bottom of the 5th, it is going to be Evan Wolf once again. He's going to get another chance to swing the bat after walking in his first plate appearance.
To the plate. First batter of the bottom of the 5th, the speed demon himself, Evan Wolf.
Willie Johnston did get the 1 run of the game, but didn't get a second at bat. Wolf, first pitcher to get 2 plate appearances in the same game for the Miners for the pitchers. He's representing. See what Wolf can do this time with the lumber. That one almost a sweeping curve of sorts. Unable to get it in the zone though, so still a 1-0. Wolf, good job laying off on these. He might be in store for a 2-walk game. That might be pinch hitter worthy. But I think they want to see what he can do with his swing first. And there's the swing to show you. No contact though. 2-1. Wolf, I'm sure would love to just nail one. As we had mentioned before, his brother Jackson just got drafted recently, so gotta have something to talk about at the dinner table. As Wolf gets into one, sends it high and deep, heading towards the gap, but looks like they'll get under it, and they do. Gunnar Bond able to run over, cover a lot of ground on that one to get to the first flyout of the inning. And that one was a pretty loud out for the pitcher.
Shortstop from
Holden Breeze,
Arizona,
next one to come up. We could use a breeze here. It is still coming down, hot as ever. Breeze was able to knock across the run with Willie Johnston. No runners in front of him this time, but a solo shot would do the same. Holden Breeze staying alive at the plate right now with some good discipline. This one gonna go behind him. He's got to dodge the other way. Usually they're stepping out of the batter's box. This time he's gonna have to step across the plate to avoid the pitch. Breeze from South Mountain Community College, or junior college.
Sean Neef is hot.
And that was your Sam Thompson memo of the day. Thank you for the inspirational words. Always nice to get random compliments, you know. Especially from our Sam Thompson tracker. So, put the booth among the positions he's already covered today. He was in the pregame covering the whole diamond, and now he's in the broadcast as well. Holden Breeze still holding on to life at the plate. Gets into this one, but unable to keep it fair. Going to be headed more towards the Miners' bullpen past the first baseline. Bevo is back out for his 5th inning of work still, which surprises me that he's gone this far. How many relief pitchers they have, and when they're going to incorporate him, because his pitch count has to be 70s, if not 80s, through 5. Breeze able to turn this one around, and it gets into the outfield for a single.
Holden Breeze reaches first on a single.
Tyler Wilson back up to the plate.
44 from Grand Canyon University, Tyler Wilson.
Wilson Looking to advance Breeze from first right now. I'm sure the Miners would like a little bit more cushion than a 1-run lead. And 2 of those 3 hits coming from Holden Breeze, who takes off for second. A good throw. He's out. Your first caught stealing of the game. Miners have been pretty aggressive on the base path. First time it's come back to bite them now. So just like that, no runner in front of you, Tyler Wilson. Forced to create his own work. Now, Tyler Wilson looking to make it 2 for 2 recreational games that he's gone yard. Obviously took one over the right field wall against American Legion Palmer All-Stars. Palmer was still All-Stars, correction. So he could become a rec game legend for the Miners as he turns this one deep. The right fielder's still going back. It's bouncing off the wall, just collected now, and Tyler Wilson's going to have the easiest double of his life. Got caught near the bottom of the wall for a second, so Gunnar Vaughn wasn't able to get it in quickly. Regardless, Tyler Wilson was likely going to beat it out, but there's an extra base hit for the Miners.
After a double with 2 outs, catcher Kevin Nakamura from Wickham College.
Kevin Nakamura coming up to the plate next. Kevin's one of my fan favorites for sure, just because he's a quiet person, but he has some of the funniest one-liners I've ever heard. And he's got a beautiful stroke when it comes to the batter's box. Nakamura, this time just going to take it. He's going to eat one for the team, put it on the shoulder. Luckily, it's a curveball, so no real pain from that one. But Kevin Nakamura is collecting his hit by pitch. Here comes Home Depot. Jared Sweeney.
Stepping to the plate. The best walk-up song in the ABL, the Home Depot theme song, Jared Sweeney.
Sweeney. Waiting on the first pitch here, has 2 on in front of him. After a double and a hit by pitch, nearly got hit by that one too, just had to back out. Obviously can't offer yourself up, have to make an effort to avoid it. He's lucky he did, that one could have caught him right on the elbow. Jared Sweeney, right now, haven't seen a whole lot of adjustments. We've seen this same rotation go through now for what should be their 3rd time. As this is a wild pitch, getting away from him, Tyler Wilson's going to continue his jog around the diamond. Kevin Nakamura advances to second as well, so 2 in scoring position. If Holden Breeze hadn't been thrown out, we likely would have had another run in this inning. And now we're going to have a pinch runner. Mike Ferreira coming in for close friend Tyler Wilson. Talking about him earlier. Mike was just up here, so now we have a vested interest. Everybody needs to cheer for Mike to come across home plate. Sweeney hoping to drive home his friend. Played together in summer leagues prior to this year in the Hamptons. He, Casey Rother, and Mike were all together then and still together now, so carrying that bond into the ABL. Low pitch. Able to stay in front of it, so a nice job blocking it, at least, is Hinson. Sweeney still alive at the plate. Doesn't want to take a walk, though. I'm sure he would rather add a hit to his own line, as this one skied in towards left field into foul ground. Third baseman chasing, but lost it in the sun. So it lands harmlessly on the ground. Jared Sweeney can catch his breath. Everybody seems set again, ready to go for another pitch here in what is becoming one of the longest at-bats of the day. They do have a free pillow at first in case he walks him, but would set up a bases loaded situation. This one instead put on the ground, advancing the runners. Goes for the easy out at first, and that's all he's gonna get as one comes across, making it a 2-0 ball game. Does manage to bring Mike home, so way to go, Mike!
Miners 1, All-Stars
Comes in as a pinch
none.
runner. Best thing you can do, come home.
No
That's
runs
exactly what he
on
did.
1 hit, no errors, and 1 hit by pitch.
And actually a correction, as that ended the inning. Forgotten there was 2 outs, but Miners did not get that second run. Instead, we are going to be still in a 1-0 ball game, heading to the top of the 6th. So everyone be sure to stay tuned, stay tight, and don't go anywhere, because we'll be back with more Miner action. So back here in the 6th, after my bit of confusion at the bottom of the 5th, still starting off in a 1-0 game, and Austin Robertson still on the mound.
That winning
This one taken near the hands.
6807-237.
As they're calling off some more raffle tickets here at Herman Brothers, one thing they always do is the beer raffle, a chance for the 2019 or 2018 championship quilt. Plenty of great gifts, so everybody has a chance to win when you come to Herman Brothers. This one taken for a strike on the inside, able to work his way back. Also, I haven't forgotten the Thompson tracker. It's still going, and he's now in center field. Make it 6 positions in 6 innings. He does it all, folks. He's a true utility man. Trying to do it all right now on the mound, Austin Robertson. This one taken for ball 3 on the inside, so backing off and having a pretty good at-bat. Chance to get on with a walk here, should this one be errant and away. Instead, he's going to get a new ball. Hinson, or not Hinson, we have a few 22s, so sorry for any errors I might be making today. This one hit to third base, thrown across the diamond. There's an easy ground out. A nice throw from the hot corner, and we have one away.
Next up to the plate for the All-Stars, right fielder, number 13, Brady Lonigan.
Next one to the plate, right fielder, Brady Lonigan. So far, got on in a walk and is rocking a 0 for 1 stat line. This one's pitched far away, curveball for ball 1. Robertson, see what angle he goes with this time as he reels back the fastball, still too high. Every time he goes overhand, it's usually his curveball or fastball, so a tough difference in speed for any hitter. Robertson finds the zone that time, strike 1. Everyone seems to be settled in right now. Finally have a bit of slow from the volume or the flow of people into Herman Brothers. We have a lot of kids around the park today too. Always a great time to bring the family to Herman Brothers. One of the most beautiful parks I've ever been to. This one gonna be put away. Sam Thompson continues his day of work. He knew he would get a few putouts, maybe a few assists. Well, he has to get that outfield assist too. Those were all the goals he had set before the game. So far, he's delivered on most of them. Has a hit, got on with the walk, and has 2 catches in the outfield. Building his resume. This one just shoots over Holden Breeze's head. A light hop. Wasn't enough air for him as that one skids past. Another hit for the AABL. Make that their 3rd of the ball game. Only 1 trailing the Miners, and they're only trailing by 1 run as well. This game could go either way if somebody breaks it open with a deep hit. Gonna go ahead and toss the bat back to the dugout. This one's put on the ground. Carl Merle back up to bat as we've been all over the place in terms of substitutions. Merle, one of the few common pieces that hasn't changed for the Anchorage Adults. Beautiful pitch that time, pinning the bottom of the black. Robertson looking to work his 2nd inning. So far, it's been a nice baton pass from the pitchers, 2 innings at a time, still scoreless. Robertson, 2 outs, 1 man on. And that one not offered at either. There is other games going on around the ABL today. As he takes a strike 3. There's a bit of a delayed decision. Finally, Robertson able to work his way through that without much pain at all. Only 1 hit allowed in the inning, and the Miners continue to roll here in this low-scoring affair. It's definitely not been the offensive explosion that I'd say I was expecting, but it's fun to see everyone contribute in a way they don't normally do. Miners are going to be looking to mix it up even still, but we have a bit of a presentation for everybody first. I want to make sure I move the camera for this one because Rumatsu Miners got a special dance for everybody. They have practiced the Cupid Shuffle plenty of times in the bullpen, so I'm sure everybody knows about this custom, but right now we're going to see the full display of this team. And they're going to get a good groove with some kids in the crowd too. Look at the moves from Nick Storelli over there. There we go. We're getting some coordination down from the guys. You will notice most of the people over there are pitchers, as They are the personalities of the crowd. Kirsten Sealhorse adding some of his own personality to the dance. You see his full back tattoo now. Sealhorse, as you all know, is the personality that defines this team. You have to throw... They're calling out their motions, too, just in case, because there's a lot of bodies over there. They don't want to get too messed up or too close. Injured doing the Cupid Shuffle might be one of the most embarrassing injuries you could get. And that, everybody, is why this crowd came out today. Beautiful performance. Choreography was well done.
Fantastic job by the Miners.
That's the Miners dance squad for you, everybody. And now, after that beautiful performance, we are going to take a short break. We'll be back with some more Miners offense in just a bit. As my break's going to be cut short. This one's going to not have any intermission as Aaron Winkler decided that he wanted to push the batter out next. So Patrick Donovan coming back up for his third plate appearance. He's taken him to a full count twice. Right now, a hit would be great for bolstering his confidence going into league play. Just making sure you can see the ball to barrel action. That's all you need. In live batting, it's so much different than batting practice. And I'm sure all these guys can put a testament to that. Donovan takes this one real close to the hand. Should he have gone around, that might have made some contact with him, but didn't offer himself up. Thompson sitting in the on-deck circle right now for the Miners. Donovan smokes one, but heading into foul ground. Donovan, coming from a local area from skipper Tyler LeBrun, another Arizona community college player that they're hoping can contribute to this lineup. A lot of their late additions, Darwin Matos, Holden Breeze, they've made a position for themselves in this lineup. Donovan's looking to do the same. This one too far outside. They're still continuing to stay with their starting pitcher as well. So even in the sixth, he may be trying to go for a full game. I'm not sure when the next time he's going to pitch is, because he'll be real sore after today. Oh, baby. Just able to tip this one off is Donovan. Bobby maybe has one of those rubber arms similar to Alex Majors. Able to throw for a long time. And he's kept the Miners to a single run, so done better than a lot of the ABL competition as well. Whether or not the Miners are playing at 100%, that's up for you to decide. And there's a strikeout. Strike three looking. Patrick Donovan sent back to the dugout for the third time today.
Now stepping to the plate.
And there's Sam Thompson's alternate music. Sweet Home Alabama coming up.
Sweet Home Alabama, even though he's not from Alabama. Number 18, Sam Thompson.
Yeah. Had to make sure he gave the crowd what they wanted. As you can hear some of the crowd cheering just for the song and Thompson. He has become the highlight of the event today. See if he's able to add on to already impressive stat line. 1 for 1 with the walk and a few outfield putouts. Turns on this one. This one's going deep into left field. And it's gone! Sam Thompson! Get your own! He is having a ball game in every single way, playing every position, and now he takes it yard for the second run of the game.
That ball is hammered over the left field fence by Kent State Golden Flash, Sam
The
Thompson.
Golden Flash delivers here, and the Miners are ready to celebrate.
2-0.
The Miners' signature dunk celebration. That time he got a little bath as well from one of the water cups from his teammates. This Miners team just knows how to have fun. And right now they're playing great baseball, continuing to build their lead 2-0. Now Daniel Naughton.
Sam called a shot.
Daniel Naughton taking his own swings here. As I was just informed, Sam Thompson actually called that shot. He came up here to request we change it to Sweet Home Alabama. And at the same time, he told Reese, my usual broadcasting partner,
Pitcher, number 7,
that he's going to hit a home run over the left field wall. And as you all just know, that's exactly what he did. See if Daniel Naughton can follow it up. Naughton was up here earlier in the booth. Now he puts the barrel of the ball off of Bovey's glove. Naughton's going to leg it out. Let's go. Daniel Naughton, pitchers can't hit, baby.
They don't call him Wheels for nothing. Stepping to the plate. Pitcher from Slippery.
And now we got another pitcher. It's just become a parade. Christian Seahorse coming up to take his at-bats. And he's taking a big practice swing, so I don't expect anything but 3 straight swings from Christian Seahorse. I'm interested to see if he can put it in play. Put 2 over the wall in pitcher's batting practice, so has the power. Also saw him squat 350 earlier today, so maybe he was preparing for this moment specifically. He has to have the most exaggerated routine in the box. As he gets into this one. Diving catch, though, out in center field from Gunnar Bond. Stole an absolute gem from Christian Seahorse. He bids adieu to the crowd with the helmet in the sky.
Stepping up to the plate.
We're not done with this pitcher parade.
From Kent State University.
Another Kent State Golden Flash, Evan Wheezy Wolf.
Evan Wheezy Wolf.
There's the howls. He's got the crowd behind him. Let's see if he can give him a gift. So far, Kent State already representing well, and Sam Thompson. Evan Wolf trying to add on to that. Got on with the walk earlier. But it hits a whole lot flashier than a walk. So Evan Wolf still in the box. I just texted Sam to confirm with him. I want to confirm he called this shot. As this one's pitched outside, and Daniel Naughton, those wheels are still running. Stolen base. Miners all over the base path. They are demons on the bags today. So Naughton moves himself into scoring position. See if we can get some pitcher-to-pitcher love and draw one home. Bovey's still pitching, hoping to get through his 6th inning and only allowing 2 runs. Finally, time called, raises his hand. Took his time to make up his mind on what pitch he wanted to go with. And now we're going to get the payoff. Bovey ready to throw to Wolf again. 3rd time he's come to the plate. Taking this one low and away. Squeezy just waiting on the pitch as he's got a long time to decide and just decides to spit on it in the end. Wolf wants to make up for that stolen shot from Christian Seelhorst. Now ahead in the count, gonna get a very batter-friendly pitch. And he swings at it, but can't get it. So that'll end his time at the plate and end our inning. Miners managed to scratch one more across with a Sam Thompson solo shot. And now we're going to see where he goes next. Covered the infield, 2 of the outfield, likely to be in left next. Be sure to stay tuned to see where he ends up when we come back from a short break. We are back here at Herman Brothers. I hope you didn't go anywhere because there's a few more changes. This time on the mound from Pomona Pitzer College is Joe Williams. Joe's been able to make appearances in multiple games throughout the season, had to battle back from injury of his own. So hoping that he can be in his prime form, and I think today is a good sample for him. As this one just flied away, Hinson is going to be the one at the plate first, and Sam Thompson has moved again. Thompson tracker update, he's in left field covering his 7th position of the game, only 2 more to go. Catcher, his predominant one, and pitcher. As that's a strike right down the middle, make it an 0-2 count to Hinson. Williams looking strong in these first 2 pitches, see if he can get his first punch out, as it's just fouled away. Hinson trying to avoid becoming the first out. Williams gets the strikeout, takes him looking, and he doesn't even debate it, heads back to the bench, no questions asked.
Joe Williams, first strikeout of the 7th inning.
Next up, we have a pinch hitter for the Anchorage Adults. No number, so hard to identify who it is. See if Williams doesn't discriminate against numbers or non-numbers. Starts him out with a strike. Gets another strike, so he's really attacking the back door with these fastballs. Joe Williams really looks like he has his location back. Curious if this is his top velocities or if he's pulling off just a bit. This one away again, ball 2, so 2-2. Haven't seen a swing in this at-bat yet. See if we'll get it in this next pitch, which may become the most pivotal of the at-bat. Does see a swing, but just barely gets under it to lift it to the back screen. Now we got a new ball striker too, David Bermudez, showing his versatility. He gets a day off as well. I'm sure he's well earned it, playing almost every single game since he's been here as the heart of the Miners defense. Joe Williams, meanwhile, gives him another ball, moves the count to full. Looking for a second out here is Joe Williams. Not going to get an offer. So able to work his way back from an 0-2 to a 4-ball walk. Gets his high fives from his first base coach, and now we're going to see what he can do on the bases. And Tilly gets a sub-pinch runner. So, did his job getting aboard, and now he's sent to the bench, going to be greeted by his teammates. This pitch low and away, able to get away from Nakamura, and he'll advance to second easily.
Pitch running was number 10, Ben Werner.
So Werner comes in, collects a stolen base, puts a man in scoring position, trying to push the issue. Still no runs for the Anchorage Adults so far on 3 hits. Looking to change that with 1 more. Able to get into this one, but can't send it too far. Williams is working his way back into the strike zone against Jake Ridley. Started us off with a hit and wants to get more, but can't find the ball there. Strike 2. Ridley, one of the yard goats. Trying to do those yard goats proud. Waiting on the next delivery. Williams still checking on the runner at second. Werner not deciding to move. Joe taking a long stare at Werner. That one far and outside. Ball 3. You drawing away? And we also have a new guest here in the booth as Alex Majors comes in to join the broadcast.
Howdy.
So, Majors, what have you seen so far today? How did you feel about Sam Thompson calling that shot and then hitting it over the... He walked up here the inning before, said, I'm going to hit it over the left field wall, and then just went out there and did that.
Well, I can't really say I saw the whole at-bat. I was out there grilling those perfect burgers over there in the concession stand, but... I mean, I heard the cheers and everything, so if he said he did it, then I'll believe him.
Yeah, you got the call out for the Grill Master today. You and Wally were killing it.
Oh, yeah.
Giving me some slack for dicing my onions.
I was just told a story.
You're just relaying the
yeah,
information.
You can't shoot the messenger.
That's fair. Majors, unfortunately, can't hear it today, but might have the coolest walk-up music we have from the selection we have today.
Yeah.
Tough to beat Home Depot, but it encapsulates a closer pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about that with typically our 7th, 8th, and 9th is Wolf, Floyd, and me. So we were just trying to think of songs that would go well to just be like, all right, we're coming in, it's going to be locked down, and game's going to be over. So those songs that kind of encapsulated that. So that's that.
Absolutely. Right now, Joe Williams staring at 2 men in scoring position. This one lifted. Will it land fair? It's going into foul ground and a diving catch. He can't keep it in his glove. So, a tough break. And it's going to be ruled a foul ball.
Oh, Coach Ty might be a little upset about that one. He made it very clear before the game that we were, as pitchers, we were not allowed to dive if we got in the game.
We heard that Willie Johnson got in some trouble for stealing base too, but he stole second and third, so can't be too mad about it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wheezy. If he made the catch, I don't think they could be mad.
Right, exactly.
It's just because you missed, Wolf.
Right, exactly. I mean, an out's an out. You can't be mad about that.
Now we're going to see if he can record that out as this one's jammed off the inside of his bat. Williams running over to first. Unable to get there. The dive at first keeps him alive. No outs, 3 on. Or 1 out, 3 on. So, Majors, what has been your favorite takeaway from Alaska so far?
I gotta say right now, I mean, it's just the views. I mean, we went fishing yesterday on the Jim Creek and everything, and I mean, it was just amazing views the whole way. And I mean, our park arguably has the best view in all of the league, and just things like that. Oh, Willie J going back.
Willie obviously has an arm from center field. I don't know if he's going to throw him out from there. Instead, just goes with a relay. So their first run of the ball game, make it a 2-1 game here in the 7th. Finally allowing one to come across, but does get the second out in center field. So we've seen a few pitchers already take some hacks in the batter's box. Who's somebody that hasn't gone up that you want to see next?
Well, I've been back there. Has Wyatt Tucker got to hit?
Has not.
That's a man I want to see. I mean, that guy can swing it in pitcher BP, so I'd be curious to see if he gets an at-bat.
So far, we've had Winkler, Naughton, obviously Willie and Wolf, and Christian actually lasered one, but they made a diving catch in center field.
I did actually come up to watch that one, so I saw that one. I was impressed by that.
So Tucker can slug it.
He can. I mean, when we had pitcher BP back at school, he was always one to hit him out of the park consistently.
And now another one comes across on a wild pitch, so just like that, we have a tie ball game.
All-Stars tie up the game on a wild pitch.
Turning from a tight inning to a tie ball game, so 2 apiece. The Anchorage Adults able to work their way back. Maybe we're going to need that Tucker magic with the bat. I want to see Floyd take his hacks. Obviously, he had the Suns Out, Guns Out for pitchers BP. You can't bring that to the park and not hit some dingers.
Right. No, we were actually talking about Floyd out in the outfield during that. I mean, man, he's all muscled up and he's got a stiff swing, but I mean, if he gets a hold of it, it's going places.
Oh, absolutely. It's that Aaron Judge factor.
Uh-huh.
He might not touch it all the time, but when he does, you need to be scared.
Exactly.
This one taken on the inside for a pitch, so it will back him off. If you're Joe, what's something you got to focus on just to get out of this inning?
I mean, right here with 2 outs, I mean, just focus on you're getting strikes right here. Don't try to walk him right here. Just weak contact. I mean, we got a stellar defense out there. They're going to work for us. And punch out right there works too.
Absolutely. Takes him swinging, so unable to see that one. Does tie the ball game. We're heading into the bottom of the 7th. We got a few more innings left here, and it does look like we're going to see some more pitchers swinging. I see Lance Santerre with the bat in his hand.
Uh-oh.
So things might get interesting. Be sure to not go anywhere. We'll be right back after a short break here with the bottom of the 7th.
Stepping to the plate.
We are back here in the bottom of the 7th here at Herman Brothers, and stepping up to the plate first going to be Holden Breeze. Holden obviously gotten a hold of 2 of the balls so far. He's 2 of those 6 hits. And this one just able to bounce off the third baseman's face. That can't feel good.
No, definitely can't. You never like a ball going off your body when you're over there on the hot corner.
No, it hurts anywhere else, but the face is just kind of demoralizing.
Yeah.
Special guest.
It's your moneymaker. You can't have that get hit.
Absolutely. So
Left-handed
now,
pitcher,
going to be lefty
Santerre.
Lance Santerre. Obviously started on the bump for this game.
I can't say I've seen Lance swing, so I don't know how this is going to go.
I can't say I have either, actually. So I'm interested to see where it goes. Got a piece of it.
Yeah.
Can't say he wasn't seeing the ball.
Yeah.
It's honestly kind of interesting to see the pitchers in the box. You guys probably expect or know what's coming next better than most anybody.
Yeah, I mean, and most of us were all 2 ways in high school. We just kind of hung it up after we went to college. So, I mean, we know what we're doing for the most part.
Yeah. Right now, we're going to see if Lance can straighten out that foul ball. Maybe advance Holden from first. He takes Sam Thompson's batting stance to a T. Just put it on the other side.
Yeah.
That one far away outside. Henson with a nice grab. Bovee is still in for his 7th inning, and I am so surprised that he is still in this game. He is eating up pitches all game long. That one a strike on the outside, so way to paint it, Pablo.
Yeah. I mean, stereotypically, guys that throw sidearm like myself and this guy, I mean, stereotypically we're good for like a one time through the batting order, and then hitters start to notice kind of pick up on everything. But I mean, kudos to him for going 7.
Now Santerre, retired on strikes, going to be handing it over to James Aaron, it looks like.
From Lehigh
So the
University.
Wasilla native getting some love from the crowd.
Coming to the plate.
Yeah. I mean, hometown kid.
Pitcher from
See what he
Wasilla,
can do.
Alaska.
If he hits a home run, he's a legend.
Oh yeah, I mean nobody's gonna ever forget about this.
See if he's going to earn himself some bragging rights around Alaska. I haven't seen Aaron swing a bat either, actually.
I mean, we were in Kenai last time we hit pitcher BP. I don't think he hit. I don't remember exactly.
All I know from that first pitcher's BP is I lost $50 to Michael Ball.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when you made that bet.
It was a bad...
We were all chomping at the bit to get that.
Oh, yeah. Hey, he got it fair.
Yep.
See if James Aaron's able to recreate his own pitcher's BP here.
Yep.
We'll wait on that ball rolling down from the bullpen, and here we go. Another strike, getting it in there. So as a sidearm thrower, what's something that a lot of people don't know? What's something that's kind of different from your overhand throwers?
Well, I mean, as a sidearmer, I mean, you obviously are going to have a whole lot more movement than most guys over the top. So being able to know that you can start a ball in the outside corner and it's still going to possibly be a ball inside is just something that you have to grasp early on and know that, hey, I can't throw a pitch on the inside corner and just expect it to stay there the whole time. So, I mean, if you want to pound guys in, you're starting balls on the outside black sometimes.
Aaron takes another big hack here. He'll be retired on strikes as well. So the pitcher parade to the plate, not going too well. And coming back up is going to be Jared Sweeney. Sadly, no Home Depot music to accompany this time.
From Lehigh University, number 28.
Notice down in the
Jared
bullpen, you got a little
Sweeney.
Casey Rother.
Oh, yeah. He was one of those 2-ways. He even played at Lehigh as a 2-way for a while. So if one position player is going to touch 90,
Oh, yeah.
it's going to be Casey Rother.
Definitely.
Love you, Sam Thompson. You're not touching it. You'll get 85 maybe.
Yeah.
Sweeney able to turn on this one, but going into foul ground. Right now, position player is able to get on, but it hasn't been a real fireworks show. It does look like it's Aaron Winkler in the on-deck circle again. Or, correction, Can't see the number, so I won't make an assumption. But it does look like
Donovan.
Aaron. Oh yeah, Patrick Donovan. There's a 9 in there. 9 to 19. As he goes for second, so he's taking off. Holden Breeze takes that one by a couple feet.
Yeah. Holden is one of the speedier guys we've got up here now. I mean, he was swiping bags left and right against Anchorage this past week.
You want to know what's wild? Is his college stats, he only had 1 stolen base.
Really?
For the 2 years he's played.
That's unexpected. I mean, he's...
I don't know if they just don't, like, steal, or if they're not aggressive like that, but he's way too fast to not be stealing bases.
Exactly.
That one, a nice pitch, almost broke back into the zone, instead taken for a ball. So Holden in scoring position, and we are in a tie ball game. One good swing could give him the lead. Sweeney waiting on his next pitch. Another big hack, but he's going to get a chance to recollect himself. I'm very curious who's going to play hero here, because we have a tie ball game, and this is a late game. Somebody's going to step up.
Right. Who knows? I mean, is Willie still hitting?
I don't think so.
He's not?
They might have ended his day after he scored.
That might have been my pick to do it.
If Aaron Winkler hits a walk-off, let me just say this.
Gosh. If a pitcher in general hits it, it's going to be crazy.
They're going to never give up that minors cap.
Right. I mean,
It's permanently glued to their head.
Exactly, and they're just going to be bugging...
Tied to take at-bats again.
Bugging Ty to take at-bats every single game.
Right now, we're going to see what Sweeney can do with the one he's given. Able to turn this one. That's going to stay fair. So maybe not a pitcher playing hero today, as Holden's going to pull into home. That's the 3rd run, and that's the tiebreaker. So now, a 3-2 ball game. I was really hoping it was going to be a pitcher, too.
Hey, you know.
It's all right. Sweeney's good, too.
Yeah, I guess we'll give it to Sweeney.
So now, Donovan going to be back up for his 4th at-bat today. Have you had a chance to have a conversation with Donovan yet?
Yes, I actually did at the camp. Super great guy.
He seems like he's kind of quiet, but also not really, if you know what I mean.
He's quiet, but I mean, he is a freak of an athlete. I mean, I've seen some of his stuff he's posted on social media, and he posted one video of doing like a 45 to 50-inch box jump like it was nothing. I was like,
Oh my god.
I mean, dude's a freak athlete.
I mean, he's got those long legs. He's got the frame to do it, so...
I mean, if you're going to wear, what are those, Jordan 1s?
Oh yeah, he's got the Jordan 1s.
I mean, if you're going to wear
That's
those...
that 8+ speed boost in MLB to show.
Come on.
This one, turn on, off his glove again, and Bobo is really struggling. Is he out? He is! Close call at first, but the inning is over, and the Miners were able to retake their lead thanks to some heroics from Jared Sweeney.
Here he comes, the man himself, Casey Rother.
So when we come back, Casey Rother is going to see if he can touch 90.
Really wish we had a gun up here.
I really... Can somebody pull out the velo gun?
I mean, I might have to run down and go find it.
You can go ahead and do that. We'll be taking a short break. Be sure to not go anywhere, because we'll be right back. So for the top of the 8th, we have Casey Rother, the Lehigh product, on the mound. And we have the velo gun, folks. Touching 88 for some of his warm-up pitches, so that 90 goal seems pretty attainable.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we have seen some of his throws from the outfield early in the season. I mean, he's definitely got it in the tank.
Oh, he threw a seed to throw out at home once.
I think I remember that. Who was that against?
I think it was the Pilots.
Yeah.
It was at Mulcahy. I just remember him gunning him down from the outfield.
Yeah.
So now, Sam Thompson, also on your Thompson tracker, moves into his 8th position of the game. He's back at catcher where he usually is, leaving only the pitcher left.
Also, behind the plate,
he throws some pretty good BP, so let's hope he misses more barrels when he's on the mound.
My thought is he's just got a strong arm. We've seen him throw people out all the time. So he's got the action right. He's just got to have to turn that into some strikes. Now Casey Rother, ready for his first. And they're going to try and bunt off of him.
Yeah, 88 for the first pitch.
A little disrespectful trying to bunt off of a man coming out for his first appearance. Rother works a 1-2-3 inning. I don't know. Ty might have a question mark.
He's gonna come steal my job.
He'll join you and Wolf and Floyd.
Oh!
That one maybe stayed on your hand just a bit too long.
Yeah, just a bit. I mean, it was 89, but...
hey, that velo.
Hey, you hit the bull.
He at least gave a gift to the backstop. Now we're going to see if he can straighten it out again. Rother able to get him high, so the mullet powers are working.
The mullet powers.
He is one of the strongest mullets I think I've ever seen.
Oh, he does, 100%.
Like, some people started off, and it obviously looked rough, but this looks good. It's been growing out for a while. There's 90, but not the strike he wanted, so he touched 90, folks. There's no question about the arm. See if he can get his first punch out here as well.
Ooh.
I don't know where that one missed.
I don't know, you can miss more middle.
And the crowd's letting him hear it, too, getting some jests from the home field audience here at Herman Brothers. This one just shot right back at him. A comeback shot. Gets the out. So won't give up a hit there. And there's your first out here in the top of the 8th. That was a good range over from Holden, too.
Yeah, he's a toolsy guy over there. I mean, he's definitely got the range, got the bat, got the speed. I mean,
there was that one field earlier today. That is such not a shot or a sign for his ability, because he also was able to snag one on the charge and then one or across the body for the out. So he's definitely shown his prowess up the middle. So now Hinson coming back up to the plate for the Anchorage Adults, taking a 90 fastball right down the middle for a strike. So there you go. Maybe he is coming for your job. You need to work on that splitter just a bit more. Able to turn on this one, and that's just going to become a souvenir. Part of the concession stand now. So has him at 2 strikes, 0-2. Hinson going to have to get a lot more defensive now. This one turned on pretty deep, and is that Daniel Naughton out in left field?
Daniel Naughton making the catch out there.
This is just a pitcher's game. If we ever get injured enough that we only have pitchers, this is to prove it will be all right.
Yeah, I think we'll be just fine if that has to happen. I mean, we got a whole pitcher outfield right now, so.
I don't know if any of y'all have caught, but we'll find that out later, I guess.
We'll cross that path when we get there.
Yeah. We'll just put like a board behind home plate.
Yeah. It's a trampoline. It bounced right back to you.
90 again. Just couldn't get the outside of the black. Coming back in for his hacks again, Carl Merle, the second baseman for the Anchorage Adults. He's trying to play his own hero ball. Still down 1. But can't find it there. So far we've seen a pretty good off speed too from Casey.
Yeah, nice little slider working for him.
Reels back and delivers a fastball. Can't catch up to that one. See if he can dip into the low 90s, above 90 with the rest of his appearance here. Got one out left, and see if this might be the fastest one yet. Still 90.
See if you can't reach back and touch 91 right here for good old punch out.
A 91. Get mad, maybe throw 92. Someone insult your mullet, throw 93. This one turned around on the ground, a dive, but actually blocks it away from Holden, so he'll get on with a base hit. Be tough to rule that an error, considering it's gonna be a hard out regardless.
Yeah, I think that's one of those you just gotta chalk it up as a hit. Just one of those in-betweeners in the 6 hole that nobody's really got a good shot at.
He's got some dripped out cleats as well, the red and gold over at first, so Carl Merrill came to flex on Herman Brothers. This one taken inside again. Could have sworn we saw Hinson maybe 3 batters ago, but he's back up. There's no real organization in today's game, though, so I'm not counting out anything.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't know if that Seal Horse at-bat was even planned or if he just kind of went for it.
He might have... I mean, Ty's not even in the dugout. He's been handing out 50-50 tickets, so it could have just been Seal grab a bat and go up there himself.
Probably what it was. That one turned on into the gap. Will he get there? Has the wheels, but can't get to that blooper. So another single. They're starting to tag him along. Rother was close to making it a 1-2-3 inning. Now staring at 2 on and a mound visit from Mike Ferreira, who's really letting him have it.
Oh, Mike. Gotta love Mike, always bringing the intensity.
We had Mike up in the booth earlier. Definitely a lot quieter when you put him in front of an audience.
Yeah. Mike's a funny guy. He likes to joke around, but when he gets serious, I mean, he's...
I think he's
serious.
the last person I would want to see get, like, really serious on the team.
He gets deathly quiet whenever he gets locked in.
He was mad when we were playing poker. That was the closest I got to being scared of Mike Ferreira. This one also going to be a looper, and that one's going to get down. So now we have 3 singles. Bases loaded, ducks on the pond all around Casey Rother, and he just wanted 1 out. Loaded them up.
Number 7,
Tyler Dunford coming up now for the Anchorage Adults. This will be their likely greatest chance of the game to tie it up. Tying run stands at 3rd. Go ahead at 2nd. And that one is going to hit his leg. Throwing it back to home now. Got the out. So an unconventional way of going at it, but regardless, the inning's over.
You will take it as a pitcher. I mean, any 3 outs you can
Yeah,
get
Casey
like
can't help but celebrate.
Oh,
That
yeah.
pump-up talk from Mike must have worked. So now the Miner is going to be heading into the bottom of the 8th. Only 3 half innings to go in this one, and it's a tight one, so don't go anywhere. Now, as we get ready for the bottom of the 8th, it's going to be Sam Thompson. Man all over the place tonight. Already has a home run to his name, and he's getting some cheers for that one.
Exceptional walk-up song right there. Sweet Home Alabama.
He had Dancing Queen too, so it's a hard to choose between those two.
He's the one who did Dancing Queen. You got to go Dancing Queen. I mean,
we've tried both. Got a bigger reaction though from Sweet Home Alabama, so we might have to go with that one.
I mean,
you can take Dancing Queen if you want it.
No, I'm not gonna take Dancing Queen. But we had a guy back at A&M that did Dancing Queen, and everybody in the stadium would start dancing whenever he came up. It was the funniest thing ever.
It's like Sweet Caroline. It's like when you hear it, you gotta just jam.
Everybody knows about it.
Oh yeah.
It's just that well known of a song.
Have you ever seen the video of it's a whole locker room singing it, and there's just one player that never heard of the song before?
I don't think
he's just looking around, so clueless. Thompson, I think the only way he can improve on his day is another home run or striking out the side, so we're going to have to see which one he goes with here.
Or another homer and striking out the side.
If he does that, then we're just renaming the game after him. There's no Anchorage Adult League. Yeah. They're fathered by Sam Thompson.
Yeah.
That was a nice breaking ball back in, too. Pitching change on the mound puts Harry Weigel up there. So, unable to tell so far, but there is an Alec Weigel on the Oilers, another pitcher. Unsure if there's any relation, but Weigels and baseball seem to go together pretty well. Thompson just staying alive in this at-bat. It's a 2-2 count now. And we do have Willie Johnson in the on-deck circle, so his day isn't done. He already got on board and scored once, so see if he can touch all the plates again as this one's going up, and it's going to be caught. So, no perfect day. Now you got to strike out the side, Sam.
I can confirm that Alec Weigel and Harry Weigel are not related.
Oh, well.
With 1 out.
Well, as far as my knowledge.
Texas,
not a very common name.
Yeah.
Keller, Texas,
I don't know, maybe like a distant cousin, but I know
Johnson.
Alec Weigel, from looking it up, he is from California through and through, so.
We got a lot of Cal kids in the ABL this year.
A lot.
Like, a lot of
Cal
them.
Baptist sent their whole roster, it seems like.
They really did. Yeah. Them and Loyola Marymount are probably on, like, every single team. Mm-hmm. We technically don't have Loyola, besides Kevin, who's going to Loyola next year.
He's just grad transferring.
So now Willie, 1-0. You said this is your pick if Tucker isn't going to be up to bat. So Darwin Matos is also warming up in the on-deck circle.
Really? Old Darwin? Darwin's a funny guy.
Darwin might be the funniest person I've met on the team.
I mean, he was born in the Dominican, and he loves to spit out Spanish at us all the time, and it is just some of the funniest stuff ever.
Hey, I mean, Ricky knows Spanish.
Yeah, but I mean, Darwin, speaks it fluently.
That's true. Ooh, this one a bit too far inside. Maybe a little too close for comfort. Darwin at the summer clinic was pitching the wiffle ball drill over by the corner, and the kids were lighting him up. Steps off, he goes, man, my ERA sucks now.
Well, he's got a 3-0 count. I mean, you giving him the green light right here?
Hey, you might as well. He's checking with the dugout, has to make sure, but we see smiles coming from the crowd, so I'm expecting a big swing. And there it is! How deep's it gonna go? It's in the gap, but Gunn able to get over there and put him away. Gunnar Bond tracks him down and covers a lot of ground. Stolen plenty of good hits from these pitchers. He's made it his mission to just make sure the pitchers don't get him down. Now Darwin Matos coming up to the dish next.
This man put a couple out in pitcher BP, if I remember right.
Did he?
I think so.
He looks like he has some good compact power in his frame, so I wouldn't be surprised. Good job, Wheezy. Way to shag that ball. Matos already made a start and recorded a save for the Miners. See if he's able to get a home run as well. Tough pitch That's hard. That one's like a rainbow coming out of the sky. You're not sure
Yeah.
where it's landing.
He's used to dishing out those old front door breaking balls,
Right.
not necessarily taking them.
Oh yeah, it's a little different story when you're on the opposite end.
Exactly.
Matos able to lay off that though. As we do see Sam Thompson warming up in the bullpen, but that ball is going to get very far away and head towards our play. So that should be an exciting ninth inning, folks.
That's just the bullpen mound. I mean, there's so many. I mean, it's just
It does look
opened
kind of
up
flat on our mound right now.
Yeah. I mean, and our bullpen's being exposed like that. I mean, pitchers are prone to having wild pitches. And just...
Darwin able to finally find a piece of it. I just got to give Sam a lot of trash talk because it's just more fun that way.
Exactly. I mean, Sam's just a fun guy to be around.
One of the few players that actually has been with the Miners before and returned. So, looking to get his first ring. I think everybody here wants that ring.
Definitely. Miners are hot right now, so.
Matos able to get a piece of this one, heading towards foul ground, and that's where it'll die. So Miners going 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 8th. Not much happening, but we've come down to the final 3 outs for the Anchorage Adult All-Stars, and Sam Thompson told you he's got to strike him out. We'll see what he can do when we come back from a short break here at Herman Brothers Field. Be sure to not go anywhere.
Now stepping to the plate.
So we are here in the 9th, and Sam Thompson has completed his transition through all 9 spots. He's in the pitcher spot now, and he's going to be looking to close the door. That one just dribbled off.
Strike one. Best thing you can do as a pitcher.
Definitely not pushing it nearly as fast as Rothard out of the gate, but hey, like you said, weak contact and letting your defense do the work. That's literally how Kyle Hendricks has maintained a pro career.
That's how I've been trying to do it up here. Ain't always about velo.
That one a bit high. So Thompson trying to wrap up his MVP candidacy in this game. This one just popped up. It's going to be a bit of a UFO shot, and ranging over behind him is Jared Sweeney going to steal that. Miners only 2 outs away now. And it's going to be Gunnar Bond, the same one that robbed Willie and Christian, taking his hacks next.
Speaking of old Willie, Monday is officially going to be Willie Day at the park.
So we will have, of course, our Willie Day festivities. The hashtag will be out. It better grow.
It will. That was the funniest thing is because hashtag Willie Day came to be at a dinner conversation at our host family.
Really?
Yeah, we were just talking one day about how Doug Nikhazy at Ole Miss is always hashtag Doug Day. We're like, well, why can't it just be hashtag Willie Day? And then after that, our host mom wrote it on the blackboard. We had it all around the house, and then that's when I think Christian texted y'all. We're like, hey, can we do #Willie Day?
Oh, it was insistent. He called me.
Yeah,
He,
it was just,
he was like, hey, you need to make sure that
Yeah.
when this goes up at midnight, it says #Willie Day.
yeah. And it just grew from there. Now it's
It's kind of become part of the team identity, really.
Yeah. So now we got #Willie Day and #SealTeam6 for Christian Seahorse. So
Need to add some more.
we've been trying to think of some, but I mean, we
It's
can't
kind of
really-
hard.
It is hard. I mean, Willie Day. I mean, that just was an easy one.
Tough time.
Yeah, tuck time. But then SealTeam6 was easy, just with having the last name like that.
And that one's going to be another easy grounder. Collects it just a second late, and that second's going to kill it. So he's safe at first off of a ground ball that struggled to be grabbed. So now, a little more interesting. Tying run at first.
1 on, 1 out.
Time running first, but I mean, you're one pitch
Shortstop
away at all
number 7,
times.
Jake Ridley.
Keep the fans a little interested, maybe.
Make sure they're not lulling to sleep.
I was saying before the game, we might see a blowout, but I don't think the Miners are going to push themselves too hard against the Anchorage Adults tonight.
Yeah. I mean, we were told from the get-go it's just going to be a fun game. Just let loose and have fun with it. I mean, having us come up here in the booth, and we had guys walking around selling tickets and
It's
burgers.
good to have you guys up here. It adds some new people and new voices to the broadcast.
Definitely.
I was able to get that full Cupid Shuffle on video, too.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Got the crowd cheer when Christian took off his... I hadn't even seen his full back tattoo until then.
It's a really cool one. I mean, it's memorable because of his... It's memorable to him. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that was pretty funny when he took the shirt off. And
He got the woo!
I'm surprised more guys didn't do it, because, I mean, that was something that Ty said before the game. He's like, hey, we're going to do this in this inning, and if you want to take your shirt off...
Of course, he's
crowd
the
get
one
into it."
person that stuck to it.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised Evan Floyd did it. I mean,
That's true. That would have been a flex, but, I mean, Floyd's already got a girlfriend, so...
Yeah, you know.
Just showing off what you got. Right now.
I think Floyd might have been a little embarrassed. He's got some family in town, I know that.
So that's a walk. And now we got 2 aboard. Sam Thompson getting some company around him. Like you said, still only 1 pitch away from ending it on a good double play ball.
Jake Ridley next up to the plate. Number
See if he's
23,
able to work his way around this jam with 1 out.
I like the little 5 unassisted to 3 double play.
That sounds like a power play.
Nice little 2-hopper to old Tyler Wilson over there at third. Step on third, throw it across.
Taking it high still, just riding that elevator up a few floors. And we do see Nick Sorelli walking down to the bullpen, so get ready, everybody.
That'll be a treat if that happens.
I was telling Naughton I think I have the perfect walk-up song for Sorelli.
What's that?
Do you ever watch Madagascar movies?
Oh, yeah.
So do you remember when they introduced Moto Moto?
Oh, yeah, that would be perfect.
It would be the
That
best.
would be absolutely perfect.
It would be... I'm making it a reality.
Need to make that a reality if he comes in.
We'll talk with Reese after this inning, if it's a tie ball game and we need Sorelli.
Yeah.
We'll pull it up.
That is definitely happening.
Sorelli's got an arm too.
He does. He throws a flat ground every single day before a game. Like, just messing around.
So this one's going to be skied back into center field. It's going to good over his head. Now they're going to be chancing a lead ball game here. They're going to do it. Extra base hit for 2 RBIs, and now the Miners are looking at a deficit late.
Well, now we get a chance for that little pitcher magic, maybe.
Time for the Cardiac Kids to strike again. But they got to get out of this inning first.
Go ahead double for Hugo De La Cruz.
Getting a bit of consultation from Jared Sweeney now.
Next to the plate,
What he needs is a Mike Ferreira
right
pump top.
fielder,
Yeah.
number 13, Brady Lonigan.
Do we know are the Cardiac Kid T-shirts becoming a thing for sure?
I didn't know that was a plan.
That was a talk between when we played in Anchorage, when we played the doubleheader.
I would love those.
Denise was talking about making Cardiac Kid T-shirts. We
Like-
always gave Pete a heart attack.
We have 22 wins. Do you know how many of those have been decided by 2 runs or less?
Like all of them.
15 of the 22. Of those 15, 11 of those games we were trailing.
I don't doubt it. Our offense likes to come alive in about the 5th inning.
They come alive when it matters.
Exactly. I mean, you can't be mad about that. I mean, would we like blowouts in games? Yes, but I mean,
It's not entertaining baseball. We're here to give the crowd what they want.
right.
Us winning.
Exactly. That's all that matters in the end. Is there a W and did we hang a W? That's all that matters.
So now Thompson's still trying to work his way in on a 2-strike count. This one popped up again. That looks like it's going to be a pretty easy can of corn. Not a whole lot of communication, almost had a collision, but instead, there's your second out. We had one collision out in the outfield earlier this year, but luckily it was between Ricky and one other. I think it was when we were at Chugiak, actually.
No, what? Might have been the game that I wasn't there for yet.
It was tough with the sunlight, but now we have Rick Sorelli also walking back down. I don't know if he's done or if he's just ready to enter the game. That one's going to land foul. 0-1. Still a runner in scoring position. Sam Thompson with 2 outs, trying to work his way through it. And good guy over there at first is going to give the ball to the crowd. Send the kid home with a souvenir. Way to go, Mike. Thompson again, taking it high. So he doesn't have necessarily that lined straight pitch that you were talking about as much. He seems to really elevate his balls.
He's also got some he's got some run to his ball for sure.
That one's going to slip by as well. Is he going to turn for home? No, he will not. So now we have runners at the corners. This inning's still staying alive. There's going to be a time the Miners turn on the juice in the 9th. That's going to be your time, especially with the deficit this late.
Second baseman.
Might see Sorelli or Rando even take a few hacks if we have to. Thompson's still trying to work his way out of this. Has runners at the corners. Another shot to the 6-hole would make this deficit even greater. Taking a big swing there. Carl Merle has that real old school, I'll swing high.
Mm-hmm. Likes the high cheese.
Who doesn't like that high cheddar?
I definitely could not lay off of it back in high school.
Mine was a slider. I hated the slider. I couldn't hit a slider ever.
I was a sucker for watching outside fastballs go by all the time, and I can't tell you the amount of times that I would come home and my dad would just be like, "Are you ever gonna swing at that pitch?" And we just go watch it every time.
Oh no, maybe. Another big swing there. So finally works his way out of this inning, but not before making it a little more exciting. Miners have a comeback opportunity, and that's exactly what they'll be looking for when we come back here in the bottom of the 9th. Be sure to not go anywhere because this is a real ball game. Miners looking for some late magic and sending Casey Rother into the box first, so they're not even holding their big guns back.
He's swinging left-handed.
I think it's the first time we've seen Casey swing
I didn't know
left-handed.
Casey was a switch hitter.
I didn't either.
This is all news to all of us.
Trying to look. It does say he's a right-handed batter on the roster we were given, so maybe he's just holding himself back to not hurt the feelings.
I don't know. I mean, I'd take a homer right now.
I think most Miners fan would. Right now, he's just showing off some good plate discipline. Hey, a runner on is that tying run, and then the next one up is your walk-off, which looks like it's Nick Sorelli. So it's a pretty good 1-2 punch. Rother is going to get a piece of it, but too far below, it's just going to lift behind him. I seriously didn't know he was a switch hitter.
I don't think he really is, but he's just up there hitting left-handed for...
He's just trying to be Shohei Ohtani doing it all.
I mean,
pitching,
yes.
hitting. That one taken high as well, so all three. Only one away from taking a free base. Putting one on would put Sorelli up for the walk-off situation should he send a yard. And that one's just going to force him to duck, so good reaction time from Casey Rother. And he's going to keep going, or thought about it. Pulled back to first now. They seem pretty lackadaisical collecting the ball behind home plate. Now Sorelli, who is a left-handed batter. No new news on that one.
Pinch hitter.
See, I'm torn right now. Do I want to see Sorelli hit a walk-off homer, or do I want to see him just kind of... Do I want to see them tie it up right here and then see Sorelli pitch?
That too. I hadn't thought about that. And now I'm not going to get a chance. In the on-deck circle is Tyler Rando as well, so they're not pulling out any other stops but power bats right now.
Exactly. I mean, we're trying to leave the yard right here.
Sorelli's already done it plenty of times here at Herman Brothers. Put one into the fairgrounds. And this one's going to get past him. A wild pitch puts Casey Rother in scoring position.
Doesn't Sorelli lead the league in walks, too?
He does. He has 25 walks and 5 home runs. So, gets on base, puts it deep.
He's a man of many talents.
He didn't play a lot at St. John's either, so obviously one of his younger years, but I think he's going to get a lot more time this coming year for sure, especially after a showcase like this against other D1 talent, D2 talent. He stands out. He's a good player for sure.
Definitely. I mean, he's one of our better hitters for sure.
Also just a really easy guy to get along with.
Very easy.
So right now, he's got some good music too for Sorelli's walk-up. That one's tough, but I still think the Moto Moto takes it.
I will give Reese. I'll give Reese credit. I mean, he's done a great job with the music today for sure.
Yeah, pinch PA announcer for today.
Was Wolfgang just not here?
Wolfgang actually has COVID right now, so couldn't make it. So we may be seeing more of me and Reese at PA.
That'll be interesting.
And Sorelli takes a walk, so still no outs. Miners are getting aboard, just trying to bring one across. Now Tyler Rando gets his chances. Rando has 1 home run on the year. It wasn't against pitching that was about 75 or 80.
We got Evan Wolf pinch running at first.
Yeah, Wheezy's taking in the howls and cheers from the crowd.
We also have a pinch runner over at first in the
Double steal, Wolf, go. There's the howl. That one just gets away from him, able to chase it and grab it again. Wild pitches could be their undoing the way this is going. There's the howl.
That'll be one of the coolest things I've seen this summer.
It started so randomly. Nobody, like, he didn't plan it or anything. But just one time he stepped to the mound, everybody decided it was their time to howl.
Yep. I mean, that's one thing about our fans. We have the greatest fans in the league for sure. I mean, we definitely have the biggest crowds all the time, so they're awesome.
Definitely the fans that care the most, too.
Definitely.
Every single day we've played here, there's at least been 1,000 or more in the crowd. They always show out.
Well, I mean, even just being around in the community, like, they all pay attention a lot, and they learn our names and everything like that. So, I mean, they'll approach you like they've known you for 10 years.
What's nice is when I wear Miners gear, too, they're like, oh, you play? And I'm like, the voice.
Yeah, you're the voice.
But hey, free attention, free attention.
Exactly.
That one nearly broke back into the zone. I thought that might have caught for a strike, but 3-1. Chance to load him up on walks alone. And that one's gonna do it. Loaded up and still none away. Holden Breeze. This is your easiest chance to be a hero. Also gonna see what Wolf's speed at second's like. Obviously saw him make that, or get to the ball in right field to try and make that play. There's a bit of conference going on right now. It seems like they might take him off the mound. If not, we're just going to have a bit of a different tactics approach for this one. We're going to play Dancing Queen anyway, apparently.
We got Daniel Naughton pinch running for Tyler Rendo, teammate for teammate.
Yeah, one zag to the other. And just in case you ever get lost, his red shoes will show you the way home. Now Holden Breeze from South Mountain just looking to put something in the gap and end this ball game.
Put a ball in the gap. Let's see Wolf.
I think Wolf's going home if anything is put fair.
Exactly. I mean, any ball that reaches that outfield grass, he's going home.
First, Holden's got to get a good lick at this one. Wanted to get it all there. Took a big A swing on that one. Tying run at third. Winning run at second. And this one's turned on.
That's
Definitely going to be enough for at least one. And advance the runner to third as well, but that one's no shot of getting home. So Rother comes across. We have a tie ball game and only one out. Don't miss that one as now Kevin Nakamura is still looking for what could be his ball game to remember.
How many walk-offs we had this year that have been by not a hit?
We've had a hit by pitch, we've had a sac fly, we've had a walk, and we've had... I believe that might be it.
Is that it?
Maybe. We need a walk-off balk.
That'd be crazy.
It's possible.
It is. I mean, Wolf could just run halfway down and see if he makes a move.
He doesn't really seem to have... There it is. There's the athletic stance. Yeah. That one gets away from him, and Wolf is going to jog to victory. So, still not a walk-off hit for this team, but they'll get a walk-off one way or another.
Hey, we had a walk-off in Anchorage. Sweeney.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So, they need the walk-off balk.
Yeah, well, that's all we need now. And a walk-off homer.
That's fair.
That would be really cool. We need that by the end of summer.
As for today, that is going to be the end of today's ball game. Miners able to pull it out in the ninth, the score 5-4. Any closing thoughts, Alex?
Go Miners. Miners are hot. Everybody pay attention to the rest of the season. We're going to try to bring on the ring.
They're hot. The rally in the valley continues, and now they get another chance to rest before getting back to it Monday. Thank you so much for joining me. I've been Sean Neef, along with a cast of other people, signing off.